Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
The relationship was purportedly a reason for his divorce from Melinda. That's pretty. I mean, if she's like, listen, this guy's a bad dude, I'm divorcing you. 2019.
Kendall wouldn't be so cool with me hanging out on Epstein Island. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She'd be on to that.
Dan might be the only one that could get away.
Well, no, not call it Epstein Island.
No,
he'd go to Elder Island.
The only way
Angel Island.
No. The only person that could get away with Epstein Island would be Steven, because you know why?
He'd bring Kristen.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
I mean, as much as we run this show as smoke and mirrors, at least we sound pretty professional in that one, don't we? That sounds pretty hot.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
Is that guy still alive?
I don't know. I hope not.
He didn't like you, did he?
No, he hated me.
Why?
He hated me. He just hated me because 98 Rock would write all these real naughty stuff for me. Be like, so you want a buff muff free ball or no panties Thursday?
Oh, he didn't like reading it?
Yeah, and he was kind of, I think he was kind of maybe a religious dude. And like 98 Rock would be like, you know, so your T-back is penetrating your labia. You know, like just real crazy outlandish stuff. And he, well, I don't know.
You had a clip of him complaining about it.
I think I remember that.
Yeah,
like, what is this stuff?
Yeah, you're right. Let me see. I don't know if we can, but see if once we get all of our systems back, if we can find him, the promo guy flipping out on Bubba, and he's like, "I'm not reading this stuff. This is ridiculous. This was a bunch of scumbags. This Bubba guy." He didn't realize is that I didn't write him. You know, Carl Harris and Brad Hart and all those guys wrote them.
Oh, that wasn't you had nothing to do with the writing?
I don't write any of these stuff.
Oh, I thought you wrote some of them.
No, I don't have time to do that.
Did you die and did JFK Jr. take over your body?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Voice.
No, Dan, it's called traveling for 2 days in a little tube full of, people is what it's
you're
called.
getting
Germs.
sick?
No, well, first of all, everybody needs to stay away from me.
So you're not sick, but we have to stay away?
Well, I just would probably stay away from me. The other thing is, like, I'm not sneezing or anything like that. I think I have like yes, I think I have like a bronchial, kind of deal.
You sound crystal clear.
I have been. No, I don't.
I know.
I've been hacking up some green stuff.
Oh, lovely.
Perfect.
So what's that mean? It's like a bronchial.
Bronchitis.
Yeah.
Great.
But I have Bubba, Marcus Welby, MD, Clem have been. In fact, I told Dan what I was taking, and he actually had to make an adjustment. He backed. He said I'm taking too many antibiotics because I've been just. But Dan, I always come from the school more is better, especially when you're a big, fat greasy bitch like me.
Until you destroy all the bacteria in your intestines and you end up with this, horrible overgrowth and diarrhea.
Right. So anyway,
It can be terminal.
Terminal diarrhea.
Yeah.
Good morning.
You want to die on the toilet.
Dysentery.
But really, honest to God, like the more you're out dealing with humanity,
I know.
the more, you know that I'm not a sick person. Like,
But isn't it a delicate balance where you also want to expose yourself to germs, but obviously not to the point where...
But I think
because if you keep yourself in a bubble, then you have what happened in China, where then you get COVID and everyone dies.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty. I get out into the elements and eat dirt and wipe my ass and stuff like that.
Eat 409.
But eat 409 car, motor oil and all of that. But I think there's dealing with other human germs and airplanes and things like that. I just think actually.
Oh my God.
What in the hell?
Is this breaking news? Bubba's on more antibiotics.
I couldn't. Bubba, the Love Sponge, dies of liver failure. Somebody's calling me. Hello.
Hey.
Hold on. Before you say another word, can I predict what you're going to say? Don't say it, but let me predict what you're going to say. You ready, sir?
All right.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Hi, this is Jimmy from South Carolina, and you ain't on 98 Rock this morning.
Yes, sir.
Nailed it.
Yeah, we're no longer with 98 Rock. We had a mutual separation.
No.
Yeah. So, but you can find us in so many other ways, my friend. You know, you can get, actually, if you have a smartphone, you can go and just search, whether it's Android or Google or Apple.
Android or Google?
Google has their own phone on, huh?
Yeah. Google.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
iPhone, Google,
Android.
You faced me.
Can you see me?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep,
man,
you did.
I just faced you.
It's
I
the
didn't
Google
realize.
Pixel.
Anyway, sir, anywhere, any type of phone that you have, if they have an app store, you can go get just type in Bubba Army or the Bubba Army, and the app is free, and you just download it for free, and then you can listen to the show from the app where it says listen now or whatever, and it's all free. It's all free, buddy. Cellular and or Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We really missed you this morning.
Well, I miss you guys, so don't miss me by going ahead and getting that app and listening to me, okay, buddy?
I'll tell everybody at work.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
Aw.
Appreciate it. So, Dan, I don't think I'm as sick as I sound. I think I'm just, I really, honest to God, I think I'm exhausted.
Yeah, you could be run down, and you have a little like laryngitis from that.
I think I'm run down. You know, I'm just literally run down. When we finally checked into our hotel Saturday night in Denver, after I've been told that I was not supposed to check in there and I needed to go back to the airport, and then I asked them how much a room was, and they said $195 all in.
Was there a facility fee?
No. I got to tell you, one of the bright spots of my travels coming back was the Courtyard Marriott. It was so new and modern and beautiful, and they didn't charge me a $30 microwave fee.
No,
it was just, and so Erica wanted to actually get on the phone and start arguing with Southwest, and I'm like, here's my credit card, take my money, charge me $195, and let me get into a king size bed,
please,
as fast as I can, please. And I was fortunate enough to be able to watch the Nuggets get that ass against the Lakers.
Sure did.
I tell you one thing, I really like when LeBron James loses.
So do I, and he pouts like a little baby.
Oh, especially when he gets swept.
Yep.
Oh, and now, what is the 6 on the Lakers jerseys and the 6 on the Lakers floor? And
is that Kobe?
Well,
no.
He's 23.
No,
is
hold
that?
on.
That
Hold
was
on.
Jordan.
Hold on.
Damn it.
Now, LeBron is number 6. So they have a 6, little black 6 on their jersey. And then there's a little black 6 where the players check in on the side of the floor. And LeBron's 6. So I've never known them to wear a mirror. Go ahead.
The NBA retired the number 6 after Bill Russell died.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense.
So LeBron, I believe, is one of the only players, if not the only player in the league right now who is wearing it.
Now, hold on. Was he originally a 6?
No, he was 23 when he first got to the Lakers, and then he changed to 6 a couple years ago.
Yeah, 2021.
But then hold on. But was he 6 before Bill Russell died?
He wore 6 before Bill Russell died, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I believe he wore it in Miami back in 2012.
And was there anybody else in the NBA that was a 6 that were told you can't wear the 6 anymore?
I'd have to look. Let me give you an update.
Because if that's the case, that's bull crap. And I was watching Saturday night's game, Lummy, and they call so many phantom fouls against people. If you even breathe on LeBron, you're going to get a foul.
Oh yeah.
There's no defense in basketball, professional basketball at all anymore.
Well, it's just
you just sit there and watch the guy go up and do his deal.
I will tell you this, Lummy, that big 7-foot white guy that Denver's got, that's a center but can also shoot it for 3. He's a stud. And then was it Jamarcus Russell? No, Murray. Is it Murray?
For the Nuggets? Yeah. Well, the big guy you're talking about is Aaron Gordon.
No.
He's talking about Jokic.
I'm talking about
Jokic.
Jokic.
Talking about the MVP, the Joker.
Hold on. You know what? Let me. Don't even participate. Me and Red will talk sports because you don't know anything.
Well, Aaron Jordan's actually really good too.
He's not better than. He's not better than.
No, but he's actually
He was a stud in Orlando for a long
Yeah,
time.
he's a white guy too, so and he's tall.
Hold on. The big 15 white guy.
I understand
that
now.
Can throw it up from like half court and make it.
I understand, but Aaron Gordon was the one guarding LeBron. That's what I thought you were going to get at.
I know. And then who is Jamal Murray?
Jamal Murray, the point guard.
That guy is straight money.
Yeah, the Nuggets are good this year. The Heat are good this year. Hopefully we get a Denver-Miami finals because Jimmy Butler has been on fire for Miami these last couple of years. People are calling him the best playoff performer ever. And, that's no small feat. He's been playing his ass off. So I would like to see them sweep Boston.
Is there a chance that it could be a Panthers?
In the NHL?
For the NHL and a Heat for the NBA? And when's the last time that we don't have an NBA franchise here? Now, I know that we've had the Lightning in the finals and the Rays in the World Series. Have we not?
We have. I think the Heat may have made the finals that year as well because they made the bubble finals in 2020.
I know, but I don't think that the Panthers have ever played.
No, the Panthers have never made it to a Stanley Cup, and that's exciting.
What I'm saying is, when's the last time that a city had, because usually the NBA playoffs, the finals, and the Stanley Cup finals are about the same time, are they not?
Mm-hmm.
Usually. When's the last time that a city won the Stanley Cup and the NBA? Probably Boston.
My guess is Boston.
In Boston or L.A.?
Ooh, I think it may have been L.A. When the Lakers...
Yeah.
The Lakers won in 2020. Did the Dodgers win that year?
Yeah, hell, I don't know.
Or the Giants? Nobody?
I saw this YouTube video yesterday of Tommy Lasorda. And he walks out. This pitcher's getting roped, and it's the World Series. I forget what game it is. And so Tommy Lasorda comes out to get to switch pitchers. And a lot of times the pitchers don't think they need to be switched out. They just, whatever. And so Tommy Lasorda starts dropping F-bombs. Listen, you mother effer, it's my goddamn, oh my God. Lummy, have you heard it before?
Oh, the guy who didn't want to leave?
Yeah. So Tommy Lasorda comes out there. It's in the World Series. And Tommy Lasorda is going to make a pitching change. Well, the pitcher doesn't want to leave, and Tommy Lasorda cuts, oh, my God, an unbelievable promo on this guy.
Doug Rowe?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know that I can play. I don't know that they have an edited version. Then did you ever see the Jim Leland rips Barry Bonds?
Yeah, at spring training.
Yeah.
No.
Dan, you never heard that?
No.
Oh, my God, it's the best.
When Barry Bonds pre-steroids?
Yeah, Barry
Bonds,
tiny
guy,
little skinny guy,
and he had kind of a bad attitude. So Jim Leland walks out and says, "Hey, let's get this handled now." And then he's like, "F you," and it's classic.
There's a newer one. It's a hot mic. It's the Mets manager Terry Collins and the umpire. Oh God, I can't remember his name. It's Tom something. Lummy, do you know what I'm talking about? Where it's the Mets GM. He comes out, Terry, you gotta give us a shot.
Oh yeah,
Terry, you gotta give us a shot. That's the best.
I remember that.
I'd love if they mic'd up umpires every game.
Oh, I know. I got to tell you, because I was, when I was in the 33 hours of me traveling, I was watching a lot. Because one thing about Southwest is they do let you connect to their Wi-Fi for free through your phone, and you can watch TV. And I was watching some USFL, and I really think the NFL should adopt this. And they have a hot mic. The USFL has a hot mic. You can hear the play that the coach calls to the quarterback, and then the quarterback is mic'd up, and you can hear the call at the line. Like they have a lot of the players mic'd up.
Does that give the other team an advantage if they monitor it?
I don't
understand how that doesn't like.
I don't think they have any, personnel on the sidelines who are watching the TV broadcast. And if there are, it's probably 30, 45 seconds behind.
It's on a delay.
Yeah.
Now, the thing that I think would stop the NFL from having a hot mic, because I was watching the USFL last week too, and I thought that was a cool feature. But you heard it, just how often they had to dump it out.
Yeah.
Because of what guys were saying. And I think the NFL, with that viewer base, that's so much more of a liability to have that stuff go out over the air.
Yeah, plus the NFL guys are a little more high-strung.
Yeah.
You could tell the USFL guys, hey, listen, man, you need to kind of keep the ends and the, kind of the words that you might be using in the heat of battle. You might want to keep those down a little bit because all those USFL guys, they're trying to get discovered.
Well, they can't pay those fines either. If you get fined for something on TV, those USFL guys, that's a quarter of their salary.
I got to tell you, man, that guy, the quarterback from Birmingham, is it Magoo? They played Michigan. It was Birmingham and Michigan. And he's a white guy, and I think it's it's like McGow or McGoo or he. If I was
Alex
Magoo. Where did he come from? Is he former NFL? Did he never get picked up? Was he a free agent? Was he out of college? Like what's up with Alex Magoo?
Let's see.
Do you think the USFL would be more watched if people like Baker Mayfield or Kyle Trask, these guys that we don't really know?
Whoa.
Susan Poitras 100 on the PayPal.
Woo!
Knows we're having a tough month. I love her. I love her so much. Thank you, Susan.
Alex
Magoo's from Tampa, played at Gaither, went to FIU, drafted in the 7th round.
He was actually teammates with my cousin JoJo at Gaither.
PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. That's the way you pay us. That's the way we keep the show on the air. All at the Bubba Army.
Practice squatter.
Lummy, we should get this guy on the air because if he's a Tampa guy, he knows who me and Dr. Diaco are. We're legendary. Just ask us.
Of course.
Just ask us.
Yeah.
He's 27.
So anyway, I watched him play this past weekend, and I swear to God, like if I was the Bucks, I'd be bringing that guy into camp. I mean, he is good as hell.
It would be nice if the XFL or USFL, whatever they call it this year,
was a farm league
because that's what we need.
Yeah, exactly.
We need that, and it wouldn't be bad. Also,
regional,
right?
So, I don't think that Florida has a USFL team, do they?
No, we lost it to what was it, Memphis?
Showboats. We used to have the Tampa Bay Bandits, but they disbanded after last season. They were dead last in the USFL.
Now, why did the XFL and the USFL run on top of each other? Like, I don't understand, because I think the XFL just had their championship game last week. Did they not?
Yeah, it was like a 2-week overlap between the two.
Yeah. Why don't they?
That'd be like you and I doing a little local Broadway show, little local theater show, and our opening night would be the same as like John Wick 4.
Well, but it's similar. They call it similar to the AFL. And the NFL back in the day, they're talked about making it to where the champion of the USFL plays the champion of the XFL.
Yeah, that's their long-term goal is to somehow combine that player pool.
That would be okay.
Except for today, it would be like a 54-0 game.
Who do you think would win?
The NFL would kill them.
No. XFL versus the USFL.
I thought you said.
So I watched the XFL this weekend, and I watched the only team that I saw was Birmingham, and they looked pretty damn good. Now, is the XFL quality of play better or as good or worse as the USFL?
One could argue XFL is a little bit better.
It's a little bit better, but some people think it's also because the way The Rock makes it, it just looks like it's bigger.
The presentation, the TV deal, stuff like that. It's a little bit sexier.
Fox had them both, didn't they?
Yeah, but you got to think with the XFL, they have kind of their own stadiums where the USFL have been playing in, some kind of, the crappy.
Well, that's the thing too, is that the XFL has proven that they can sell out. They can sell out a crowd. Like St. Louis, they were there sold out every single week for the XFL, just like they were in 2020. The USFL hasn't done any of that.
St. Louis is so hurting for anything.
I know.
Yeah. Since the Rams left, they're so mad. But I mean, okay, here's what they should do: is they should do like okay, so XFL is like February, March, April, maybe June, or April, maybe first week of June. And then USFL is June, July, August. And then, boom, NFL starts in September.
I get what they are going for, but I think in the long run, what's going to be best for the USFL and the XFL eventually is to merge. Just because I don't think either league by itself is going to pull the numbers it needs to stay relevant for the next 5 years.
I mean, it's all about TV revenue.
Yeah,
is it not?
And I think if you can, just join the same battle and become one big spring football league, I think that's going to go much more of a longer way for the game.
It'll make then, Dan, at that time, once you've merged those two, then you regionalize so that each team is a feeder. Like I think probably the closest team that what would be the closest XFL and or USFL franchise to Tampa?
Orlando
with the Predators.
So Orlando could be the feeder team for the Dolphins, the Jaguars and the Bucks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That could be the minor league system for 3 teams.
Or you could force every NFL team to put, $20 or $30 million into a USFL team or XFL team, and each team have their own designated farm team.
Well,
No,
but I mean,
So it'd be like a mini Bucks and a mini Dolphin.
Yeah, but that's too many teams.
32?
So, yeah, that's too many teams
Between the 2 leagues, XFL and USFL
so
combined?
You just have 3 teams that all pull from one team. You know what I'm saying? One team is the farm team for 3 NFL teams.
For those markets.
For those
essentially.
markets.
Yeah.
Like Orlando would be the farm team for Jags, Miami, and Tampa. And Tampa, Miami, and the Jags have first right of refusal on those players. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah. I think integration is the best chance for them to survive. And
But, I mean,
integration of the USFL and XFL together, and then some sort of relationship with the NFL so that you feel like, if you have a hero in the XF/USFL, it could ultimately become, a superstar in the NFL like maybe 2 people did 15 years ago.
And the biggest hurdle with the NFL getting on board with this stuff is they're just stingy with their players. They're stingy about who they look to bring in. They're stingy about even a farm system, the thought of a minor league, having to share a talent pool.
They got so much money.
They
They're
have
so
never,
greedy, it's disgusting.
the XFL, the USFL have both reached out to the NFL within the last couple of years trying to figure something like this out, and they are never cooperative about it.
They need to. They really need to.
Well,
or
As long as those TV deals keep coming in, those owners don't think they need to.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They don't have to sell a ticket at all. All they can do is live on that TV revenue.
Yeah,
so much.
Goodell doesn't want to, he says, water down his product,
Right.
which is why he's kind of slowed even expansion
Yeah, but
down.
hold on now. You're going to try to tell me that there's not some studs in 2 of those leagues. In 2 of those leagues, there's not a handful of guys that got overlooked by the system or just now coming into it.
Oh, there's more. There's more than that.
I'm just saying. So, it would make the product better
Well,
if you got
they
guys.
see him now. They see
hold
him.
on. You're going to say that maybe a guy drafted in the 6th or 7th round of this past college draft who has no experience could potentially be better than a guy that just won the championship in the USFL or XFL as a quarterback or running back. That guy's a stud.
Well, he might be brought into camp, but that's the whole thing. Is the NFL will go, well, if he's that good, we'll find him and we'll bring him in.
Now, are there NFL teams that are going to probably bring some of these players to camp?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
The Bucks already, I think, invited a couple of guys from the USFL.
They do it every year.
Yeah.
Hello.
How about it there?
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, who's this?
It's Buzzy.
Hi, Buzzy.
Hey, Buzzy Bob.
What are you doing, buddy?
Eating ass.
Oh, same old, same old. I lost my phone the last couple of weeks. I haven't been able to tune in.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're feeling better, feeling
Yeah.
spry.
Yeah, you were in the hospital for a little bit, but we're glad.
It's not Buzzy.
Yeah, I'm up and at 'em now. Them portalettes, they get a little dirty and give me a bacterial infection.
Yeah, you can tell by the laugh. This isn't the real Buzzy
All right,
Bob.
fake Buzzy. If we don't put the real Buzzy on, why do you think do you think we're going to put the fake Buzzy on? You idiot. Jesus, doesn't take a lot to get it. So anyway, I don't know if I think the NFL could adopt a few things that I love I just love. Just like everybody here on our show, when you have the hot mic, it gives you kind of behind the scenes feeling. I think the NFL could really, unless they feel it's too sacred and they don't want that out. I don't know.
I think there's so much foul language during a game between players that has been traditionally kept private that if it's publicized.
Now, you've been down on the sideline.
Yeah.
You were a coach you were a team doctor on the sidelines, literally as close as a human being can get. And
Right.
you hear.
Oh, they call each other the N word. They call each other the F word. They call each other bitch. They call it's all kinds of stuff. And if you publicly broadcasted that on the traditional TV airwaves, there'd be all kinds of there'd be an uproar.
So it looks like, well, because they do have that mic'd up show that's always they play it on the NFL Network. You always see like Peyton Manning or Tom Brady cussing, and they put on a silent.
Yeah, the teams will usually send like.
But
one
it
or
looks
two
like they
guys.
already have the offensive center has a mic taped on his shoulder pads or his back that gets sent out to the TV, the NFL Network.
All right, but they probably are. It's It's probably delayed heavily, right?
Yeah, and it looks like they have been miking up players, and that's why then they do the little special mic'd up.
So, Lummy, you're saying I sound like Robert Kennedy today?
I did.
Well, yeah, that was Dr. Dan.
Thanks so much for coming on. But watching your at America's play,
all right,
we are on what you think.
Well, I gave a long speech, Tucker, and thank you again for.
Thanks, Dan.
Wow.
I actually like this guy.
That's what Jay was saying.
It's Bubba the Love Sponge here today. I'm just sick and I'm just run down.
Having me on.
Of course.
And for that very kind of an introduction. That
actually, Jay likes this guy.
I like him too.
I think that the general theme of my speech was this corrupt merger.
Is he a legitimate? Is he a legitimate Kennedy? Is he a? I mean,
he's Kennedy. He's Robert Kennedy's son, the guy that was shot from
John
Sirhan. They've all been shot. The whole family's cursed. This guy's gonna get assassinated.
Yeah, well, hopefully not. The
of state and corporate.
he's a superstar. He's actually,
is he a Massachusetts guy?
Yeah, I believe he is. He's actually like a moderate Democrat. He actually has some coherence to him. And the interesting thing is the Democrats are not letting him challenge officially in the sense that they're not going to have any primaries. So even though
hold on,
this guy's legitimate.
Have the Democrats already made that determination that there's not going to be any?
It's going to be another basement campaign.
Can they do that as a party?
Well, they no one challenged Trump in 2020. No one challenged, but someone did challenge, George Bush, and he lost. So when there's a incumbent challenge it really weakens the incumbent.
Brownie did a good job down here in New Orleans. Now watch this shot.
Yeah, there's no.
Watch this draft.
Dick Cheney will shoot you in the face.
Right. Obama and Clinton did not have Democrat challenges
they were
second.
So well liked.
Yeah, but this guy's approval rating that is Biden's approval rating is like 40%, slower than Trump's ever was.
You're on the air. Go ahead. Hello, you're on the air. Once, twice, three times. Hello.
Bubba the Love Sponge, Joe the Supermarket.
Hi, Joe. How are you, buddy?
Excellent. I just wanted to ask you a question, and I know it's a sore subject, but I do have to ask it.
Well, why you asking it, Joe?
Because I need to know, are you allowed to talk about the TNT Rich and Shameless Hogan documentary?
Yeah, I watched it. It was horrible. My Lord, it was horrible. Yeah. Everybody misses the point. Everybody wants to concentrate on the Peter Thiel / Gawker end of it. Nobody wants to concentrate on the custody of the tape.
They glossed over it.
Who had the tape?
Why
who gave it to who?
Did you bring this up?
Hannah, it's important. It's like, there's been 3 or 4 documentaries done, and nobody wants to get into the logistics of the tape and who benefited and who didn't get prosecuted and why. Like nobody gets into that. It's not
But it will come out. When it does, it's going to be awesome.
Oh, it's
when we can finally know the truth.
Yeah.
Well, they made it sound
I'm
too
excited for the truth.
like the FBI took out, Spice, and they're like, oh, the FBI took care of them, and then it was done. And
they make me look like a scumbag.
Yeah,
and then they had Manson on there as their expert witness.
Now, what about the concrete deal? Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Why I wouldn't have done it if I was not okay with it.
No. I mean them using the footage for the documentary because they couldn't get you.
Well, no. I mean if Danny Jones, the guy who owns Concrete, when I agreed to do his podcast, if he
owns all his content.
Yeah, I mean I signed my rights over to him, at least for that broadcast, and so if Danny actually did call me and said, hey, I got these people. I go, hey. Are they paying you? And he's like, yeah, pretty decent amount. I said, let it rip, bud.
I feel better
about that. That was cool for him to call you.
He did call me. And he said when I get my podcasting thing all set up, he'd like to be one of my first guests, which I'd love to have Danny on. And Anna, thank you. Did I turn you on? Did I turn you on to that, or did you turn me on to that? Concrete.
You turned me on to that.
Oh, okay, cool.
And they didn't make you look good at all, Bubba.
No, they made me look horrible. They really did.
And, like some of the pictures and stuff they used were like,
oh, of course.
Come on.
Yeah, please. But what did you think about it? I thought it was a big markout fest, and it didn't even scratch the surface to what really happened.
It fit a narrative they were trying to fit. right from the beginning. They have their narrative. They basically could have wrote from the end backwards because they already knew where they wanted to go with it. So it's pretty sad. But I did take a couple people and ask them, their outside opinion. They don't listen to your show that much. And they said it didn't bury you, from what they're saying.
I thought it did.
I thought it buried me.
Especially that last little part that you weren't charging any criminal, things and just.
What's that, Lummy? You really, 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 really Percocetted your tongue there.
Heavy tongue.
Well, I started having like kind of phlegm in my throat. I thought just the whole. I think that
slow down.
I thought it buried you. I was watching.
I thought it buried me too.
And then even the end where they put you first, like, oh, Bubba hasn't or wasn't been charged with it, and how they said like allegedly Spice Boy stole the tape and kind of switched it and made it sound like the FBI.
Do you notice how Calta gets away scot-free every time? Like
they didn't mention his name.
No, they don't. Like they didn't. It's amazing because Mike Calta is the one that sent the tape to Gawker. Like that's been documented. That's why Cox settled the lawsuit. I guess the reason why people don't know the real story of it is because Cox settled the Hogan versus Cox lawsuit. So since that lawsuit was settled, people don't dig into the file, so to speak. If it would have been a public trial, people would have known, what we know. But since it wasn't a public trial, like the Gawker deal, then people just automatically dismiss it. And most companies, Dan, you're a lawyer, most companies, when you're dead to rights, that's when you settle prior to depositions. Because once depositions start, then
a lot of stuff comes out.
Then the facts start coming out.
Right.
So, if you know anything about Lawyering 101, and I do, and that is if you see a company or an individual or an insurance company or anybody for that matter settle prior to depositions, that means they're dead to rights.
Well, don't you think they could have added that when they were at the end, when they were mentioning like how Spice and them didn't get prosecuted or charged? They could have said, and Hogan settled with Cox Media Group on a lawsuit. Yeah. Just putting that out there.
No, and the other thing is they played a lot of my audio, and they played various clips like some of my stunts and things like that. Don't I? Isn't that my intellectual property? And shouldn't they have had to clear that with me? Or is that under the Fair Use Act?
Oh. Is that a J
question? I'm
trying
to know if you think that buried Hogan?
No, I don't think I think no, because at the end when Mark Henry's walking in the cab, what they had an opportunity. They could have talked to an African American wrestler, and he said Hogan's a piece of shiz, and he's not.
There's a lot of them.
And you can find him, and he's not welcome in the locker room. Or you could have put Mark Henry in there and said, yeah, once he apologized, we're going to be cool. That's how they ended it. So that's
the New Day and Booker T are the ones that just will not forgive and will not let it go no matter what.
Had they interviewed them, then Hogan would have gotten buried. Had they taken it the way they did, it looks like Hogan wins again. That's what
I just feel like
my tape should be called. Hogan wins again.
Waiting to the end to bring out the N-word thing is like, I just feel like, was it really necessary? Yeah,
No.
It's part of the thing, but that's not part of the Gawker lawsuit.
Here's what's not relevant in all these Hogan sex tape documentaries. Here's what's not relevant. Who financed Hogan's litigation? Financing litigation's not illegal. It's been going on since the start of litigation. Financing litigation's not a big deal, and they always want to make it such a big deal. It doesn't matter. The reason why everybody takes such the approach that they do on this Hogan sex tape is because, God forbid, the media was told they can't do something and they were penalized for invasion of somebody's privacy. Just because you're a public figure doesn't mean that what you do in your bedroom that's not for public consumption is fair game. Period. And that
was the whole base. That was the whole base of the documentary, was that it's not so much about Hogan and the sex. It's about, hey, we don't want to have this be able to do where people can spread out their personal business from the bedroom all over the internet. But the main question I want to ask is just, I don't know if you know for sure, but do you think they reached out to Heather?
Oh yeah, I know they did. Yeah, Heather's not talking to anybody.
Wow.
And Ash, she had her video, her deposition was videotaped, and people can use that. So this whole thing, there'll be there'll be one more of these Hogan sex tapes documentary.
I hear there's another sex tape coming out.
Yeah. There'll be one more, and that will be the one that you're going to want to watch. That's all I
know, because the craziest thing is that we know, because we listen to you, we know the truth. So for us to watch that, it just lights a fire underneath us. Like, you can't believe it. We want to be like, tell the truth.
No, just tell the entire story. And again, I don't want to get too far down the rabbit hole, but here's the deal. Never, and even in the one that I might participate in, never am I trying to say that I didn't have a hand in this and that I have clean hands and that you need to feel sorry for me and that I'm a victim. No, I did some wrong things and I will forever pay for that.
But Bubba, you are a victim. You are a victim of theft and you are a victim of invasion of your privacy. Yeah, well, so absolutely you're a victim. And so despite the fact that you may or may not have recorded that, it's yours. And so it would never belong to Spice, 25, Calta, or Gawker. They never had a right to that tape. And so that you are a victim. And stop saying that you're not, because you are a victim.
But nobody wants to tell that story.
Well, and Bubba, the one time I thought they really buried you is when you were supposed to be their star witness, and how the whole case fell apart because you didn't want to cooperate.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, well, but you know what I mean? Like, it kind of did put you in a bad light if you didn't know the story either.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Like, you collaborated with Hogan.
Hogan should actually thank me, because had I testified, it may not have worked out so well for him.
He should pay you.
Yeah. You know what? Hold on, Dan.
Cheap son of a bitch.
Hold on. He shouldn't pay me. I don't want paid. I just want to talk to him. That's it. I don't think that's.
And that's the one line that got to me in that whole documentary is that Hogan says, if he doesn't have anything to do with it, then I'm gonna love him forever. And I just thought, man, why can't you guys just be buddies again, man?
Because he's so afraid that the business or society is going to think that we had this little, Iggy going, and it's going to ruin his legacy. That's what he's so afraid of. And obviously we didn't. And, you think I would, hold on, you think I would agree to this? Listen, Bubba, let me blast your wife. You go ahead and tape it, and then we're going to secretly leak it. And then you know what? I'm going to make $100 million, and your life's going to be ruined. Oh, yeah, you know what? Let me sign right up for that, okay? Let me sign up for that. All right, listen, Joe, thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Bye now. And again, I don't think I'm as sick as I am just exhausted. It's probably a good time to go to words at the end of the day. Dan, I'm coming over to see Jay today at noon.
Oh, wonderful. For what?
I can't tell you.
It takes a lot of energy to be this stupid. Bubba the Love Sponge.
Is that tree on fire?
What tree?
On the TV.
It's like on a screen.
Well, I don't know.
It's on the screen behind you. It's on fire.
Sucks.
Probably the devil inside.
What's up?
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Susan Poitras, for the 100. Thank you so much.
Best.
Guys, thank you.
Love Susie P. Double Wilbur's Afterburn.
Austin Yeager, John Kosteka, Buck. We need you guys more than ever now.
Good morning, Lord, Afterbirth.
What's up, Gary the Cantrell?
What's up, Gary?
I washed my hair last night. It was fucking gross as hell.
What was?
My hair.
Oh.
I washed it. We're good. Took me a quarters in and went to bed.
Oh man, that's a good sleep, and that's almost being like in a little mini Z hole.
Oh, the best.
Waking up is always a bitch. But
It is, but once you can get woke up.
yeah, I always tell myself, I'm like, I just gotta climb out of this fucking Zanny hole.
You gotta try to kick out.
I'm trying to kick out, boo bad. But I did. I feel good. Precisely.
Need a back rub.
I'm gonna text you, Dan, when I'm going to see Jay for today. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Bubba. Masha asked if you could just check your email real quick. It's pretty important.
I'm ordering right now.
What's up, Organic? Snooze up. Oh no.
Oh no, Danny. Oh no.
Snooze up. Snooze there. Oh, I didn't read yours. Yours just came in. Hold on a second. Oh, okay.
Based on what you know, don't you think that's a slam dunk?
I don't know if it's a slam. They're never slam dunks, but I think it's got a lot of potential.
You know, Polsky. So you on YouTube and on Kick.
What grip module did you
So
order?
Gary can't show. Okay, they
I
don't
ordered
want
a
to say
new grip for
anything.
my 365, and that's one came with the safety. My original one didn't have the safety. Some combat upgrade or something. Syndicated.
Good morning.
And we went on.
A little over afterbirth. Good. So, make up your games for football. Are you just
We have one game Friday at 5:45. Bubba, can you do 5:45 this Friday?
Yes, sir.
All right.
You don't get to make those other ones up.
I'd like to go to practice.
Well, we're practicing tomorrow at 5, but it's kind of late for you.
I know, but all right. So tell Andy Macho.
Yep.
That I ordered those and they'll be in Friday.
All right.
Oh, no. That's a problem.
He said okay.
I'm going to send them to him, okay?
Thank you.
Good morning, Maria.
Good morning, Anna.
Good morning,
really
Bubba.
modular until they're not compatible.
When's your next season start then after summer?
So we're off.
Oh, what a dumb motherfucker.
Steve.
Dan, are you good for Friday?
Yeah, I can do Friday.
Good, okay.
You're definitely not going anywhere?
No, buddy, I'm not. Then we got Monday off, of course, it's Memorial Day.
That's cool.
Unless I have some type of medical emergency where I have to call you into the office.
Broadcasting live
Filthy bastard!
from the den of sin. Just leave your morals at the door. Yeah! You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Tuesday, May 23rd. Maybe a little whispering-ish. I don't know if I even said it right. Oh, hi. How you doing? See some hands looking at me. One of these days, I'm going to get with Macho Man, see if I can maybe move my microphone so that it seems like when just damn, like right here, just like it's always in the way. So I'm kind of losing my voice a little bit, but I don't think I'm as sick as I'm just exhausted. I was on the phone for a few hours. Well, first of all, you have to understand, and I'm not bitching, please, but when you host a show and you talk all day for, what am I on the air? 5 hours, 6 hours, and you talk all day, and, it just gets exhausting. And then if you have any business to do in the afternoon, you talk. So I started losing my voice yesterday afternoon, and I'm like, oh. Dan, what's the official medical reason why somebody loses their voice if they're not sick per se?
They get puffy vocal cords.
And is it just because
they're just swollen, they don't work well?
Is it because you have just talked too much?
Yeah, or they're irritated or infected. There's a couple of reasons for it.
So anyway, Dan's football team, who I have volunteered to be an assistant.
And Dan, excellent assistant.
And Dan tells me the kids love me.
They do. They asked, is Bubba coming this week, Friday?
And I got some really good ideas, Dan. I think now next year, do you guys have one? Are you going to play next year?
It depends. I'm losing a lot of sixth graders, so there's only 4 or 5 fifth graders that are going to be left on the team.
What's Danny in?
Fifth.
All right, so he's
the quarterback's in fifth.
All right, that's all you need.
That's all I need is the quarterback.
How about
my
homie John Jefferson?
He's in sixth.
Pierre, is that his name?
Pierre Pont, yeah.
How about
Liam is in sixth.
So we're losing Liam and Pierre.
Yeah, but we still got Grant, the little quick kid.
How about Gronk?
Gronk's sixth.
I think he's probably in 8th grade, real. But
yeah, he's huge. He's a 20-year-old sixth grader. He's got kids.
If you involve me, and I can be there from day one, and we, because if I'm there helping coaching, it helps you stay ahead of the game.
Absolutely, and we could have the practices closer to your place.
Well, we could have them, closer to my place. But what's the earliest you could have practice?
Well, the kids have to get there. They have school till 3:15, 3:30.
Right.
So
and then their parents,
right.
have got to.
Yeah.
Do they all go to the same school?
No, a lot of them go to the same school, but not all of them.
Right.
So, for instance, Coben goes to school. I don't even know where he goes to school. He's in 6th grade too.
But hold on, what we should have are little mini camps where, on Saturday during the off season, we get our quarterback, Danny, and any other kids that can meet us at a park. Off season to do nothing but straight route.
Some Sequoia.
Yeah, some straight route running.
Right.
Some straight, I would even play quarterback or get Lummy to play quarterback. So, and we do nothing but just set out cones and hit routes.
And have people practice tackling Lummy?
Oh, yeah, please. Yeah. Lummy, I think you got a pretty good arm on you, do you not?
I sure do.
Dan was a little surprised when he saw me throw up my Steve Young, Kenny Stabler left-handed football.
Oh, you got a good arm too.
Well, whatever. So I was looking at our podcast numbers. We're going to hit 5 million downloads.
Wow, nice.
That's great.
Today or tomorrow. Now,
what a milestone.
My question is this, and I think I know the answer.
And you only get $1 a download?
No. God,
that'd be awesome.
I wish. Oh, my God. Can you imagine?
No, I couldn't. That'd be awesome.
But why not put everything up there? Why not put the Daily Show up there? Now that we don't have any, restrictions. Back when we were with Twitch, our deal with Twitch was we had to give the exclusive to them for a day, and then we couldn't repurpose any show for a day. But since we don't have any of those limitations, why don't we just take the morning show and the after show and just throw it up on as a download? Why not?
I guess my question would be a mathematical question, and that is, which is better monetization? And would you be cannibalizing your YouTube profit by putting it on a podcast?
No, I think it's.
I just don't know the answer.
I think it's
to
two
those.
different worlds.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's two. I mean, Anna, what's your thoughts on it? You're kind of in charge of podcasting, or you oversee that. What do you think?
Put the whole show in addition to another podcast each day.
Well, no. I mean, that would be
that would just be the podcast.
Well, I mean, just put everything up. I mean, like everything. The after show, the regular show, old school throwback stuff, the exclusive show on Monday.
So, like, for example, the podcast schedule on a Monday would be daily show, exclusive Monday podcast.
Right.
Tuesday would be daily show, uncensored after show.
Right.
Okay.
Wednesday, so forth. Thursday, so forth. Friday, morning show. And then Anna's, Hummel show.
I mean, we could try it.
And then
I wouldn't want to oversaturate it where we're posting more than 2 things a day.
Well, we won't.
Okay.
And then the weekends could be for throwback stuff.
Okay.
Or I think Rhett's getting ready to do a best. We're going to start bringing back the best of the week. So we could put that up on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sundays are nothing but throwbacks. And I give you a big, long hopper full of those. And Sunday, everything's pretty much, locked in except for Sundays. And that's the only day that you need something from your back in the day hopper.
Okay.
Let's start doing that.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it might explain.
You want to do like a 12 noon release and a 5 p.m. release?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Or do you want me to release them both at the same time?
I think I would do a 5.
Stagger it?
I like your noon and 5 deal.
Okay.
I really do. So yeah,
yes, sir.
I think that would be great.
Well, no, I was going to say that might hurt BAR a little bit, though.
What do you mean?
Well, because a lot of people do wait for that show to get put up and then download it with their membership. Like, what if we leave, because
they're paying members?
Kind of technically, because I've been listening to a lot of Shapiro for the last year and a half. He always does that hour podcast and then says, well, there's going to be more on there. Listen to the regular show. And then that's
did you take some
call.
somas last night? You got soma tongue.
Yes. No, I have a tickle in my throat. I keep getting phlegm in it, so I'm trying to swallow.
All right, so then how about just maybe offering the after show on Twitch? I mean, I'm sorry, on
the podcast.
On podcast.
That's what we're doing now.
Oh,
good call.
So yeah, right.
That's exactly what you wanted.
I mean, it might cannibalize BAR.
Yeah, especially.
So I knew something was going to get hurt.
Yeah. So you know what? Back to just what we were doing, Anna.
Yes, sir.
Nothing's changing.
Roger that.
Thank you, Lummy.
Sorry.
You're right. No, but BAR is your baby, and we do make money from BAR. Like that's,
And we're working on it. Macho and everyone's working on it.
Yeah, we are working on making BAR better. We got so many things and so many things that we're working on right now that we're trying to make better and clean up and streamline and things like that.
Generals. So, and another by choosing.
Yeah. No, now I got to find out where that's coming from. There we go. Anna, some good prep the last couple of days. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try to get to a little bit more. Yesterday was pretty much consumed with my travel and Dandy, you got any heat? Are you okay? Because yesterday, you had all kinds of heat for not having enough wine time, and then
again,
nonsense.
Romina's Instagram got hijacked, and that was like the topic of the afternoon. So trying to get her back on and couldn't.
Now hold on. What do you mean our Instagram got hijacked?
Bitcoin Willie.
It's now Bitcoin. Yeah, now it's pushing Bitcoin. It's not Romina.
I think she clicked on the wrong links.
Yeah, she sure did click on something. No, a friend of ours' wife allegedly reached out to her to have her vote for something, and she pasted and did something, and then like seconds later, her whole life changed.
So why? So her friend sent her a link that said vote for me for
Willie,
neighborhood
exactly.
coolest bitch of the year.
Right? Yeah, my stroller's cooler than your stroller.
Right.
and so she was just trying to be cool and do it, and all of a sudden her whole life shut down.
Now, did it cannibalize her entire account?
Well, so many people said something's wrong that when she tried to get back on her account, when she tried to do the phone reset, it was shut down. Like it's shut down.
And did she call you up and just flip out on you?
She didn't call me up. She's like, I don't know what to do. My Instagram got hacked. I'm like, hey, welcome to the world.
I mean, I wish that was my only problem in the world.
Yeah.
Hello.
Bubba.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys talked about this yesterday, but Howard put you over on Monday, 57 minutes in, talking about Ronnie's wedding. Really? Yep, it was uncensored, and so it's pretty filthy.
He said there's no way Bubba backs out now.
Hold
on. From the uncensored show.
Hold on. From what? From Howard's show?
Howard played your uncensored show 57 minutes in on Monday the 22nd on his show.
Oh, my uncensored show where I said...
You're talking about mailing your stuff with the Merch Crick stuff and how you're going to get there and the whole process.
Oh, okay. Was he friendly? Was he good?
Oh yeah. He put you over. You're talking about JD's weight and basically playing the clip of you guys commenting on their Miami trip and what they look like now. All these years later.
Oh, and I think we were favorable, were we not?
I think we just said JD looked fat.
Oh, he said JD looked fat?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, well, everybody there said that. So.
Yeah. Boy, I wish Howard would right on his last couple months go to Sirius XM and say, man, one guy that could continue my legacy. I couldn't even continue his legacy. I could just do a show that his audience, they could bring somebody in that his audience is familiar with and that he's talked enough about, and his audience knows that he likes me, so I'm somewhat anointed by him. That would be, I mean, I got to think that you can never replace him.
No.
But if you were going to put somebody in there that could potentially retain some
of his viewers and listeners,
the majority of his audience, I think that we would be that guy.
Well, I think you would do better, Bubba, than anyone else on his show currently. I mean, Robin couldn't handle it by herself.
Well,
she's great as a co-host, but she'd probably retire too.
Yeah, she wants to retire too. And
What's
Fred
her
wants
net worth, I wonder?
I think $25 million.
Nice.
He's been putting you over a lot lately.
Yeah, well, we keep in touch, and I really appreciate how good he's been to me post us working for him. I always get a birthday card. I always get a Christmas card or a holiday card. He stays in touch with me, and anytime he can put me over a little bit, he does, and that all makes a little bit of a difference. So I love him, and I'm very thankful for him.
I'm impressed that they're playing your after show. So somebody over there is listening to your after show.
Sure, perfect. Well, and I'm going to reach out to Howard and thank him for that.
JD monitors the after show.
Appreciate you, bud. Thanks. Hello.
Hey there, Bubba. It's McLean from South Carolina. How you doing today?
Good. We're not up there anymore. You know that.
Yeah, no. I was just now asking. I was calling to figure out what in the heck happened.
Well, we just kind of had a mutual parting. I don't necessarily know that we won't take another run at it here, maybe a few months down the road. But at this point, we decided to part ways. It was in a friendly manner. If you read my Facebook, and we made a YouTube video about it, it's okay. All very it's not adversarial at all. And if you'd like to continue to listen to the show, you can. If you have a smartphone, you can go get the Bubba Army app anywhere you get apps. They're free, and the show. And Lummy, it's my understanding that the show runs all day on that app. So
yes, it does.
Like if you didn't wake up till 11 o'clock, you could hit listen on the app, and it'll just continually to run all day in a loop.
Incredible. That sounds good. Yep. I normally listen to y'all all morning in my equipment all morning and all that stuff. So
yeah, Bluetooth it up or yes, go to the app and listen, get a set of headphones and listen, and we would really appreciate that. Thanks, buddy.
Incredible, of course. Y'all have a good day.
Bye now. Thanks. And I don't want to really mention, but I'm kind of in the same situation you are in.
Yeah, you're trying to climb out?
Yeah. Let me this phone I almost threw through the window just now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm trying to climb out of a lot of different things.
Okay.
Including life.
Right. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, that doesn't sound good.
What's this?
I don't know.
Let me see here. This is, you know what this is?
Auto fire Willie?
Yeah, well, this
literally
is.
A fire?
No. This is, I had a story queued up. Mm-hmm. And then I had it queued up too long that it fired the next story.
The burning bush.
But I was trying to do the teacher of the year
I
from
knew you'd like that
California
one.
blasted a bunch of kids, and they're now asking if there's other victims. And she was,
I sent an updated one.
Yeah.
CBS News, which probably has a better video. Maybe not.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll figure out which one has the best and do it next.
Uncensored, unfiltered, unfettered.
Thanks for the info.
Uncensored, unfiltered, and unfettered. It's Bubba the Love Sponge.
She's kind of a babe as far as predators go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom, one back a second.
Yep.
All right, so let me find out.
Yeah, not bad for fucking.
Is that her?
predator.
Is that her?
No, that's the one that mowed down the bride.
Oh, okay.
That's her.
That's her.
That's a teacher?
Yeah, you could just stick with that.
Well, let me
article.
see here.
Looks like a 20-year-old picture.
This one might be. Hold on, let me see about
Yeah,
this
I don't
one.
think that's not funny for me.
Oh, babe. Wow. What are you doing, Brad?
I'm just trying to tilt you down a little more.
Make me look better because I look like shit.
No, you don't look bad at all.
Piece of shit.
Experience the freedom of hands-free highway driving with Lincoln Cruise. Well, deputies in San Bernardino looking for more victims tonight after you type the teachers arrested for having sex with a minor. 38-year-old
Hell
Tracy
yeah.
Winterholt.
Yeah, I'd
The
stick with
teacher
that
was
one.
type of high. Investigators say the victim is
This would probably be better, don't you think?
It is, however,
Yeah.
unclear if the
Not
teen
bad.
is other students.
Not great.
Yeah, I think with that, I think instead of running the
The New York Post one.
yeah, because
The dirty mug shot where she looks all busted up.
yeah, I want to make this bitch look yippee-yo, bop shabam. She's got a big one. All right, there we go. K-Cow. You can't go wrong with K-Cow. Mommy, you just can't go wrong with K-Cow. So, Anna, we'll just stay the course on the pod, okay?
All right, sounds good.
I'll
Whatever
get
you
you.
want.
I'll get you some more throwback stuff.
Okay, fantastic.
But we could use that the best of the week Red does on the podcast to tease it.
Yeah. I mean, you could definitely get that to her for Saturdays or Sunday, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm completely spaced the fuck out right now. I can barely keep my shit together.
Dig.
Kick 485. What do we got on Riz Humble today, Lummy?
Right now we are
1,000.
1,033.
Yep. And YouTube is about 200.
We probably need to do a special 5 millionth podcast show, don't you think?
Oh yeah.
Because we're gonna hit it today or tomorrow.
What we got on Red?
Put it on one. And
Mitch the Mark. I think we got some tumblers. I think we got another 30 tumblers that are on BubbaArmyMerch.com. Lummy's dumb.
Amazon.thebubbaarmy.com. Okay.
It's not slash, it's dot.
Yep, Amazon. It takes a second, but it'll redirect.
Lummy, send me the link, okay, buddy?
Yep. Coming down.
Or you're dumb.
The smartest guy I know.
It doesn't come up with a link or nothing. It just comes up as a yippee-o. I'll have to fucking...
Oh, I just copy and paste it. So.
Well, I'll have to copy. I mean, I needed to come up as a yip, as a... You know... Are you working on that?
Yes.
God, you're dumb as fuck.
I just copy and paste what I'm given. Everyone just link it to me
Motherfucker. I'm all fucking locked up over here.
Oh dear.
Are you sending it to me?
Yes, but I have to do it a different way without sending it the way that was sent.
Standard is story of your life. No. I have to do it a different way.
Because people send it to me.
Because why, Lummy? Why?
Why?
In Bubba, we trust. In Bubba, you lust.
Naughty, naughty.
This is the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Man, Brian James was the man. Oh, hold on, Lummy. You sent that to me. You see, Lummy, now. I hate you, Lummy. Okay. Send it to me again. You got to understand, it like flashes up on my screen for like 5 seconds. And if I don't get to it, and you don't audibly tell me that you're sending me something, then it goes for naught. PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, all at the Bubba Army. Thank you. Lummy, we also have another way to shake people down.
Yes.
That's all this is a big shakedown with a radio show sandwiched in between. It's like a used car lot. Buy here, pay here. So, Lummy, this was your wife's idea.
Yes.
Can you imagine how much money we would have made when remember the day that I said, hey, these Presto pizza makers, like, does you guys know about these? And people are like, no, we never heard of these stupid things. I'm like, I think Dan bought 2.
How about 1?
I mean, I bet you the Bubba Army, when I made such a big deal about it, I didn't, have any skin in the game with regards to having an endorsement for Presto or anything like that. I was just kind of like spitting game as to how I like to make my frozen pizzas, and I've been making my frozen pizzas since 2003 or 4 with these Presto, like open air pizza makers. And remember, Lummy, I think we even brought we had
a competition.
Yeah, we bought like 2 or 3 more.
Yep.
Lummy, did you see the Venmo just now for the hunt?
No, you get it a little bit before me on your email.
Be looking for it, because it's big. Now you're scared, aren't you?
Yes.
So anyway, I bet you, I don't know how many we sold, but I bet you we sold a couple hundred.
Oh, definitely.
Maybe even 1,000. Maybe we even sold 1,000.
Jim Todd, $100 on the Venmo.
It is one of the greatest inventions ever.
It is.
I mean, it's great.
And you could put cheese sticks or wings or just anything. It's like...
Yeah, I learned about it from Alex Stein. Sorry.
Wish I could hit a girl.
I know. It doesn't matter.
Don't you wish, Dan, you could just come over and just slap the crap out of her? Don't you wish?
Yeah. Every day.
Sorry.
Every minute of every day.
Mm-hmm.
So Lummy's Ashley said, as many things as you guys talk about, and now that the Amazon Smile program is no longer around, which is how we kind of, but that is a bunch of bull crap. Amazon used to have the best thing ever for recognized 401c3 or 401 whatever. 401 is it 401c3 or 401c3c? I don't know what the hell it is. If you're a federally recognized charity like my Bubba the Love Sponge Foundation is, then you're a recognized 401c3, charitable, tax deductible, federally recognized a charity like we are. And they used to have the Amazon Smile program, and that would be like when you would buy anything. If you'd sign in through Amazon Smile, your just regular account, then anything that you bought, like 0.5% went to a charity that you had picked, and they had American Red Cross and they had all.
It was noble. It was classy. It was appropriate, and it was a way that this multi-billion-dollar company could have given back to society a little bit.
And they did. They gave away like $56 billion or something like that, and it was just very, very. And it was quite frankly our number one fundraiser. So when I go out and make checks for $5,000 or $10,000 to these fallen police officers, the most latest would be the was it Blake? I forget the kid's name in Lakeland that worked for Grady, and then there was a police officer in Pinellas County. Blaine Lane, yeah,
or something like that.
I donated a $5,000 check to his family. I donated a $5,000 check to the officer of Pinellas County, and it's a way. It's a way to help our first responders, and the way we were funded, because we can't do Bubba's Bikes for badges anymore. Just the way of life for us and everybody has kind of changed. So we really can't do a big fundraiser, and it was a way for. I think we made like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a year from it, and it was the way that we funded our foundation, so that we always had some money in there to help. And they took that away. They took it away. And so Lummy's wife was like, well, here's the deal. Why don't we set up? And so Lummy, I'm going to take it over to you. I'm going to send it over to you because I think you know more about what we're doing here. For once, I think you kind of have a better grasp as to what we're slinging here.
Yes. And Wayne, I know you've been traveling a lot. Once you get your pill regimen up too, I'll get that up there. But we created a link. It's amazon.thebubbaarmy.com. And if you use that as your landing page, they use that when you go to Amazon to order. As long as you go through that link, we get credit for everything you either click on or order.
So Amazon.com.
No, Amazon.thebubbaarmy.com is our shortcut link.
Amazon at thebubbaarmy.com.
Amazon.thebubbaarmy.com.
Let me see. I
feel like
Instagram.
I feel like I'm Lummy and you're Todd.
No,
okay, let me see here. Amazon.thebubbaarmy.com.
Correct.
Yes.
And if you go there and then you sign on into your account, anything that you buy, and if you buy one of our recommended products, I think we even get more.
Correct.
credit.
Yes, we do.
So what we're going to do, like Dan, there's some things that you like. There's some things that, like that you buy. So like we just need to put our favorites up there. Now, Lummy, should we put like, this is Bubba's, this is Bubba's like list. This is Anna. This is what, like Anna probably has a certain kind of shampoo, and maybe there's a chick out there that wants to use the same kind of shampoo that she uses for her lioness hair.
Yeah, I was gonna have yours starting with your pill regimen to the different things. Like on there right now it says Bubba's product uses, which from the Dawn soap to your your laundry detergent,
Super Beats.
Yep, your Colgate toothbrush, your Zephyr Hills, your whitening.
So these are the lists right here, right?
Currently, yes.
Oh,
got to get Macho's protein up there.
Yep,
Macho's protein.
It's extensive.
So, Lummy, does it denote whose this is, or does it not?
Well, I haven't got anything really from
look at the penis. See,
yes,
there's the penis pump,
and we've sold 9 of those.
We have.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you say 9?
Yes.
Nice. Have we sold any pizza makers?
Yes, we sold 1.
Nice. So, Lummy, can you give me a
more
little
penis and pizza? That's crazy.
What have we sold the most of?
Penis pumps.
The penis pumps. Yeah, the penis pumps. But I mean, obviously, it shows us how many clicks from our site that we had. So for yesterday, we had 491 clicks off of our site that went and bought other people, other things on Amazon, which is fine.
So if you use ours as a landing page, we get a little bit of we get a couple little somethings for it, right?
Correct.
So it's kind of like the Amazon Smile program.
So yeah, so Dr. Dan just used it.
Could it even be more? Probably could be more.
Oh yeah, of course.
Than that. So everything that you buy, man, use me as a landing page. Amazon.thebubbaarmy.com. Sign into your Amazon that way, and you can see our recommended products that we use or talk about. Or if you go out and do your own thing, we still get a little percentage of that. I mean, we're just trying to keep this thing running, aren't we, buddy?
That's right.
Just trying to make payroll. And you know what? Can I tell you the bad news? There's 3 payrolls in June.
Oh, no.
Dan would know if he knew anything about his business.
That sucks.
I think Dan knows. The only time Dan gets notifications of businesses is when people are quitting. Right, Dan?
Thanks. Yes.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, Bubba, this is Austin.
Hi, Austin.
I think I donated probably during the after show yesterday.
Oh, you did? And where did you donate through?
That would have been PayPal for my buddy Jordan.
Oh, you know what? And I didn't give you
birthday.
For the birthday deal. Is he listening right now?
No, actually, he doesn't listen to the morning show just because of the circumstances of the job, but he does pick up on the podcast because he can pause and play it whenever he needs to. But I listen from morning, as soon as y'all start, as soon as y'all finish.
And you gave me $20, and you said, "Can you wish my best buddy Jordan a happy birthday? He's from Citrus Springs. He's an electrician." How about this, Austin? How about I put you on hold and you give me his number and I call him live on the air and wish him happy birthday?
Really?
How about? Yeah, hell yeah, bitch.
Oh, he would be so into that.
I mean,
yeah, we're I was gonna say we're actually also probably on the lower end of your demographic. I mean, he's 20 now and I'm 21. So
but that just goes to show you how cool you guys are. You guys aren't these woke ass little bitches. You're real men.
Where you guys get it?
No, I mean most 20-year-olds are woke ass little bitches and they don't appreciate our humor and or swag, if you will. A cool-ass doctor with a straight white trash kicker and a Jewish girl and a dumb guy and a Pomeranian.
We got it all.
With a macho man look-alike. Ooh, yeah.
He actually got me hooked on y'all whenever, I think it was the podcast when Lummy ate that super fire chip.
So you being younger, what do most guys your age listen to? And what makes us so much refreshingly better, in your opinion?
Well, the main thing for me is I most of the time I'm working by myself, so it's nice to have that, morning show in my ear to, sound like a couple of buddies just hanging out with, and that's what I like about it. Plus, normally I don't listen to the radio anyway. This is kind of my main deal.
Well, regular radio for the most part, less the Shannon Burks and some of the great other talents out there, is pretty much stupid and dumb. It's just regular radio is really not in a good spot right now.
Pretty much copy paste Willie type deal.
Yeah.
Where's he calling from?
This guy here, this guy's from Georgia. This guy lives in Georgia, and his buddy lives in Citrus Springs, and now he's the one that turned you on to the show.
Right, and I did have a question though about the track. When is y'all's next event? I was planning on coming down sometime later in June and hoping to maybe see something.
Saturday.
Do you have anything going on in June?
Saturday, June 10th is our opening night.
Oh, okay.
So could you? Right. I mean, and I got to tell you something. If you would be able to make it, I'm going to get your phone number from Lummy. And I'm also going to get your buddy's phone number so I can call him and wish him happy birthday. But if you'd like to make it down for opening night at the track, I'd completely comp you, get you in for free, and VIP you, buddy.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like a 5-hour drive for me, but I'd be sure to try to get down there if I can.
It's gonna. So I'd love to have you. More importantly, thank you for the $20, and I'm going to really make that $20 go further by calling up your buddy. And thanking him. Now, how did he tell you about this show? Did he say, "Hey, Austin, I don't know what radio show you listen to, but there's this show, the Bubba the Love Sponge show, who used to be the king of Tampa, and I used to be able to listen to. But now I've found, he does other things, mostly streaming. But you need to listen to this guy. Is that how it went?
Yeah, pretty much. We've been best friends for like 7 years at this point, which doesn't seem like a lot to, you guys a little bit older than us, but we're not that, we don't have too much experience, but pretty much the whole deal was he had sent it to me. He said, "Man, you got to check this out. This is so funny." It had me dying laughing. And as soon as I picked up on it, I was hooked. From that moment on, I kind of went back all the way to where y'all started uploading on Spotify, because that's where we get our podcast, and listened all the way through that. Found out that there wasn't much more, because you post daily and everything.
Now,
and
if
the Bubba Army app.
So if you go, are you a subscriber to BubbaArmyRadio.com?
I have the app.
Yeah, but if you go to BubbaArmyRadio.com, and we're working on integrating, or whatever it's called, we're working on making the app, be the same as BubbaArmyRadio.com. But you could like for $4.99 go back and listen to any show that we've ever done since 2005.
Oh, okay. So I would just get that on the web like normal?
Yeah. BubbaArmyRadio.com. But eventually, Lummy, aren't we going to get so that the app talks to that, and it's going to be, we're going to try to make it that way?
Yes. So then you can do everything from the app instead of going to the web.
Right, exactly.
Okay, yeah, that'd be more convenient. I'm not usually on my computer very much, but
so Austin, what do you do for a living?
I actually called a few months ago, talking some warehouse Willie kind of junk. But yeah, I work in a Pepsi warehouse.
And how old are you?
21.
21. Now I'm going to give you some. I'm going to give you some advice, because I'm 57. And right now, because I was not responsible when I was 21, and I had a job. I've had a job since I was, I've had a job since I was 12. But, I never had anybody really sit down and talk to me. And I know this is going to sound stupid, but you need to take $100 a month and save it.
Right.
No. Like take like for real. This is some old timer.
No, I hear you.
Dan, can you imagine, Dan, if we would have just taken $100 or $200 a month and put it in a very, like a Roth IRA or something, since we were 18, 19, 20 years old, how much better we would be.
Yeah, it'd be incredible.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
and I'm not trying to be any type of way, but I, at least for my age, I make pretty good money. I earned about 52 last year.
How much did you save? Honestly.
Hold on. A truck and a boat and a four-wheeler. Didn't really.
Hold on.
Buying everything.
Austin, see, you did it. It's exactly what all of us dumb 21-year-olds did. A truck, a bike.
Man.
I know, but listen, take one less cool thing and, buddy, save. Just save. Because when you're my age, if I had done that, and I would be so well off, and you will be so well off if you just take $100 a month and put it somewhere in some kind of mutual fund or just something super safe.
Dude, I know Bubba sounds like
on top of like my 401k, right?
I know Bubba sounds like every adult you've ever talked to, but he's right, man. I was a broke ass 21-year-old just 3 years ago, and like I wish I saved something.
Yeah, I mean, listen, buddy, when I was 21 years old, I was making $57,000 or $60,000 a year in radio. And Dan, if I just would have taken, $500 a month and put it in something I can't touch.
I know.
I mean, I'd be worth more than you right now.
Right.
So maybe one less boat and 3 less bitches and start saving, buddy. Please. Trying to tell you young kids out there how to do it. So anyway, listen.
Yeah, well, and it does add up. I've noticed. I don't have too many expenses. I live with my brother and everything. We kind of split everything down the middle. And that's mostly how I've been able to do all this fun stuff. And actually, that's the whole plan, is to be down there. I think the 24th, there's an event in Inverness or something around there. Because I realized that y'all didn't have anything going on about that time. But I'll see if I can't be down there by the 10th.
Yeah, see if we can get another 10th. More importantly, let me get your phone number and let me get Jordan's phone number because I'm going to call him live and wish him happy birthday. Okay, buddy?
Oh.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Hold on, buddy. Zolt, you know how Zolt is a numbers guy, right? Therefore, if you invested $100 per month since the age of 18 with an average annual return of a very conservative 7%, I'd have $606,000 at age 65. Up and beyond, any equity from, whatever. You'd have 606 cash. Now, Dan can live about two months on that.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3. So anyway,
have to buy gas.
We're gonna put this on our TikTok. We're gonna put this on our Instagram. We're also gonna put it up on our Facebook. And that is when you go to Amazon, if you sign in through our landing page, one, you can see the products that we recommend and that we use and that we buy. And if you buy those, we get like a little kicker. And then if you just buy anything that's not even listed on our thing, you're just kind of doing your own thing, we get a kicker for that too. And I'm going to put all that money into my foundation. That's how I'm going to fund my foundation. So know that money is going there to try to, supplement. Hell, Dan, this could maybe be more than the Amazon Smile.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice if it plays out like that. I mean, that'd be awesome for you. And also the charity.
And if you ever wanted to know the penis pump that Dan Diaco uses, you could go just right on here.
I just looked at it. It looks like we sold one of Dr. Dan's hemps, the body lotion.
Oh, there you go.
That lotion's great.
I got, what I've really been lacking on the pumping of the penis. And I need to probably get that going maybe this weekend.
Hey, you got a long weekend. You be pumping away.
I did not have sex one time while on vacation.
Really?
Not one
Me
time.
neither.
Just because you're irritable?
No, well, just...
You're so unhappy.
I'm not unhappy. I'm run down, and every minute was, I was just with my dad, and then by the time we'd get back to the hotel room, it would be late. It was a big whirlwind. So yes, right there, the male enhancement growth penis pump.
I've been trying to upload different things every day, so there's always something.
I'm going to give you my pill deal. Okay.
Yes.
Do you have?
Add another 30 items.
Yeah, I give us your items, Anna. There's things that you buy.
Yeah, if everyone just wants to shoot me an email with their items they want, and just make it a lot easier.
And you'll put it up.
Yep.
Did you get the guy's phone number?
Yes, I did. Wayne Toussaint 25 on the Venmo.
Thank you. I just
texted to you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to put it on the messenger.
Well, yeah, because it might, show up or anything like that. His name, I think his name, it's not, it's,
He told me it was Jeremy.
Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan.
I asked him 3 times, he said Jeremy, but.
Well, I got Jordan.
I know,
I got Jordan too.
Well, we know
Just be like, hey, buddy, happy birthday.
Well,
hey, pal.
Hey, guy.
Hey, you.
Hey, guy. Well, we do know one thing, that Austin is the one that we spoke to from Georgia.
Hey, you friends with Austin?
Yeah. Jeremy and or Jordan, answer the phone. The one time he doesn't answer the phone.
Dude, whose number is this? I'm not calling this.
If I didn't answer the phone when Brett Favre was calling me that one time. Oh, I like that across the screen, Rhett, or Macho, whoever did it.
Please leave your message for 3 6 6.
Hey, Jordan, but we're having conflicting reports that your main name might be Jeremy. But nonetheless, your friend Austin, by the way, this is your favorite morning show, Bubba the Love Sponge. I know I don't sound the same. I'm losing my voice right now. I had one hell of a weekend. But anyway, I think it's your birthday. I think you're a rugged electrician up there in Citrus Springs. And I think your name's Jordan, but it could be Jeremy. We got dumbass Lummy may have written it down wrong. Yep. So Lummy, tell him you're sorry.
Sorry.
But nonetheless, happy birthday.
Jordan.
Happy birthday, Jordan and or Jeremy. And we're looking for maybe you and Austin to come to opening night at Bubba Raceway Park on Saturday, June 10th. So happy birthday, and thank you for turning on Austin, the great ass-kicking Georgia dude that he is, onto our program. And keep spreading the word, because you know how cool we are. So thank you, Jeremy Jordan. And happy birthday, buddy.
Hey, Jordan.
Damn it.
Your message has been sent.
Oh, I wanted to.
Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
You always review
I
them.
wanted to review them. I got too itchy.
It's okay.
Amazon.thebubbarmy.com. Tell your girl too. Hey, when you're buying the toilet paper and you're buying everything, I mean, everybody uses Amazon. Why go to the store? Have to lunk the water and just have it sent right to you.
You gotta pay for Bezos' new bitches.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, he just got engaged.
He
she's pretty
did?
hot.
You got a picture
You
of
think
it?
so?
Dude, look at him.
I know,
He looks
but
like
he's
Dr.
also
Evil.
a billionaire.
Yeah, I know. Still,
So-
I mean, you still gotta get the juices flowing.
Send me the picture of her new fiance
Lauren
if you
Sanchez.
could. All right?
I'm the bus lady. Hey, lady! I was so constipated I could hardly drive.
Sounds like you should call and tell Bubba all about it. It's the low-priced answer to a high-budget problem. You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Thank you, Hum.
Yes, sir. Oh, man.
He's only been divorced a couple of years.
Mm-hmm. Wait.
Is this
Oh,
chick
yeah.
hot?
I sent you her Instagram.
Were they? Was he? Oh, yeah, he did. No, or was it Bill and Melinda? That was the big split.
He got
was
divorced, too.
divorced. Okay. She's like, what, in her 50s or something? I mean, she looks great.
She's what, a newscaster?
But, like, you'd also think, like...
She kind of looks like a
fucking
chimp.
shit.
Wow, she got some little biggies.
Some lips. Not real.
Could have found something like that just hanging out in Arizona.
I think I could have found something better than that if I'm Jeff Bubba Malcolm Bezos. Just saying. My opinion. All right, let me see my motherfucking Amazon Willie here. Wow. Well, Lummy, supposedly, what's today? We might want to check to see if the battery for Brandon's, it said it got dropped off here yesterday.
Oh, okay. I'll check the boxes.
It's got to be pretty heavy.
Yeah. Should be. Exactly, Kevin. Hit the lottery. True Snizux is there.
All right, I'm making a copy of all my stuff.
All right, perfect. 943.
Everything from our rap traps.
Yes, rap traps too.
To our under cabinet lighting.
What's up, Felix the cat? Good morning.
What's up, you buying? Oh, yeah, Lamar. That's cool.
Morning, Silverback from Charleston.
Why that 407K full of sun and not the C? The solar one. Is that purple brown?
I think that Snizzle says that in Valley Sports.
Does anything nice come out of your mouth?
I'm the Messiah. You must pay your sins to me.
L. Ron Bubba wants you to drink the Bubbatology Kool-Aid.
You pay your sins to me. I don't pay my sins to you.
Everyone else is on the cross.
Praying for a miracle.
Let me get ready because I'm going through my history of what I've bought.
Oh yeah.
Everything from brake cleaner to Shell diesel oil. I bought some. I didn't want to use all my red line for my trucks at the track. I didn't just want to waste it all on that. I only use red line on my high dollars.
Of course.
So I'm going to have my list. It's quite extensive, including, all my pills and. So Anna, you and Dan, and go through your list as well if you can.
Will do.
And get that to Lummy because there's a lot of people out there that want to, use this thing, be cool, use this thing. I mean, Lummy, we got 21 and 22-year-old dudes listening to us. That's how cool we are. Please.
So
they want to use my same kind of hair gel and my same kind of razors and all that.
And Rhett and Macho Man, right? Everyone?
Oh yeah, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. This is Jeff Bezos' new girlfriend.
They've been together for 5 years.
Fiance.
Yeah.
She looks like she's got a little bit of a Joker mouth.
A little bit.
Yeah.
She's still pretty. I mean, she's older
not,
and
she's not that pretty.
Come on.
That face is screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
she's got a great body, no doubt.
Yeah, and she also wears a ton of makeup. But she's probably a freak.
I mean, billionaire, so I don't feel bad for being picky, but like those lips, man.
Yeah, way too much. And her teeth to gum ratios.
She looks like
off.
Epstein.
That's not the same
She looks like
person.
Epstein. The one on the right's his wife,
This
ex-wife.
is his wife.
Yeah.
He got rid
One on
of.
the left is the new one.
Right.
But the new one isn't really,
She looks like an AI-generated picture of a person.
I mean, she's had a lot of work done.
She's got a little bit of masculinity, too. She looks like Epstein's smile. That looks just like Epstein's smile.
They've been inseparable since news broke that they were a couple in 2019 following the divorce between Bezos and his wife, Mackenzie, of nearly 24 years. What did she get, like $36 billion, Mackenzie? I think so.
Yeah.
Hey, Alexa, how much money did Jeff Bezos' ex-wife get?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, as of 2021,
Mackenzie Scott's net worth is $56.9 billion.
Jeez.
Did that answer your
Do you
question?
feel sorry for her?
Yes.
No.
Thanks for your feedback.
No, I was asking to her. I was telling her.
Look at his eyes. Look how different his left eye and his right eye are.
Whatever.
Look, he's got that big old like.
Hey, I'd have Johnny right side droopy eye too if I could have that kind of money. Droop me away, kid. In fact, you know what? I'll wear an eye patch like a pirate.
It's pretty jacked now.
You'd be a congressman.
McKinsey got $37 billion in the divorce, pledging half to charity. Well, I wouldn't.
Who's CAA?
Formerly married. I think it's an artist agency, like William Morris Agency. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yes, creative artist agency.
I'm the man. Jesus, I'm so smart. Well, there you go. That's Jeff Bezos.
Congrats.
Are they getting married?
Yeah, they just got engaged.
This is her Instagram, right?
Hey, what's up?
This is her Instagram.
Yes, it is.
Hold on, she's
Lots of nipples.
We're making granola. This recipe is good for the planet because the main ingredient is oats, which are easy to grow and don't use too much water.
She had a guy.
All right, let's get started.
Okay.
So first up, I'm putting the oats, the walnuts, the coconut flakes, cinnamon, and salt, all into one bowl.
What are we making here?
Then we drizzle the coconut oil, maple syrup,
coconut oil. Good for Jay and all.
Probably like breakfast bars.
and some almond butter. Okay.
So far, I kind of like everything that's in there.
I make that stuff and then you complain about it.
Just stir it all in together.
You don't make this. You've never
Yes,
made
I have.
homemade-
I've made something very similar to that.
Then we're going to scoop
And
the
you're like,
granola
ow, it's healthy.
onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper.
It's a direct quote.
She's turning into the best Bubba impersonator.
Put paper and pop the tray into the oven. It needs to bake for 30 minutes at 350 degrees or until golden brown. Last, I'm adding some dried cranberries
brown.
and just letting it cool.
Those are
This is such an easy snack to make for when the kids get home from school. And
How about those not by double pop loppy soppers?
Yeah, I see some nipple action in
also
this one.
a great way.
That's what
Send it to you.
Oh my God.
what I said.
I know you did, but I'm looking at a picture of them is what I'm saying.
I know. I was trying to K5 the word.
Oh, sorry.
To use all those ingredients we have just laying in our pantry.
Point in different directions.
Well, you know, Bezos will get those things evened up. I mean, please, right?
Is that a long crew?
I don't know that. I don't know what's going on with what she's got.
What's baby to baby? What's baby to baby?
I've never heard that. Oh, maybe like you buy something for your kid and then they send another one to like a kid in need. I'm guessing. I don't know.
I guess we'll find out here. Today was an incredible day as baby to baby angel. I had the amazing opportunity to make Mother's Day bags for kids and their moms who need support and love during difficult times. It's truly heartwarming. See, Bezos took away the Smile program and started this stupid baby-to-baby deal because his girlfriend wanted it, probably taking it away, taking great money away from foundations like mine that really need it so that some stupid mom can get a baby.
Yeah, I want to go into a teddy bear company.
Well, it gets diapers and food for people in poverty.
Yeah, well... How about radio stations in poverty? We need things too.
Buy him a cloth diaper and a quarter for the washing machine.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my God.
So I guess she's big on this baby to baby deal. So this is.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, but you know what?
What?
Look at that face.
Look at that knee.
What?
Yes,
Her
the
left knee.
Yeah,
Her left knee.
He has it.
Mop a nop. Mop a nop. Mop a nop. That's a mop a nop fop a copy.
Oh, stop.
It is. That masculine jawline.
What did you see
It's
on the
a
knee?
super
Was it like
cozy day on this
cellulite?
Climate Friendly Friday,
Wow.
and I know.
Just like a teacher.
Climate friendly Friday. How about push your jugs to the sky Friday? My Lord, look at that.
No, this is definitely going to be
Don't point at me. I hate that.
I know.
your favorite. It's banana bread.
I made
Bananas
that
can
before
get ripe
too.
so quickly, and this
Hold on. I bet you she makes it with real sugar, though, instead of the bull crap you use.
I doubt it.
recipe is a great way to make sure they don't go to waste. First, put the bananas in.
Like Jeff Bezos wants some Susie homemaker like this nonsense. I want some slut who wants to be on my boat and have sex all day.
She probably does that too.
Let the butler make the banana bread, bitch.
and then start mashing them all together. Then we're gonna add the coconut oil, honey, eggs, and vanilla, then just start stirring. Next up is the flour, baking soda, cinnamon, salt, and then start stirring again.
How about the sugar?
The bananas and the honey.
Now
and
is my
sugar.
favorite part. You get to fold in the chocolate, and my favorite is dark chocolate. But you know, I mean, you do.
I heard it was. I heard it was.
Then the batter goes into a greased 9x5 inch bread pan, and then into the oven at 350.
Darker the better.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I mean, she should be paying her butler to be cooking banana bread, and you know,
Maybe she likes to do it.
Oh no,
whatever.
Just keep working out.
Looking for more victims tonight after deputies.
This is the teacher. She was formerly the entire California State Teacher of the Year, just edging out Philip Hummel. But here's the thing. Of course, Philip Hummel was not California Teacher of the Year because he didn't have a chance because he's a dude. But he probably is a really good teacher, and I can assure you that he's never done anything shady or salacious to a student at all.
What does he teach?
I think he teaches
special education.
There you go.
Now, would you put it past this female teacher to do a little favor on the backside to secure that award, or?
Yeah, hell yeah. Takes a guy out who's making the decision, maybe a little bobo honking, little, penis pumping with a coconut oil chaser will go a long way.
It's a dirty game.
It gets my vote every time.
Well, deputies in San Bernardino looking for...
And they're saying there may be more than one now.
More victims tonight after Yucaipa teachers arrested for having sex with a minor. 38-year-old Tracy Vanderholst.
I mean, she's not really that bad.
No.
Not really that
She's
bad.
normal looking.
Yeah.
Just a teacher at Yucaipa High. Investigators say the victim is a 16-year-old boy.
She teaches special
It is,
ed.
however, unclear if the teen was one of her students. But deputies believe there
Does she teach special ed?
No, I don't think so.
may be more victims.
But see, that's community service at its finest.
Mm-hmm.
This poor little special ed guy ain't ever going to get nothing.
No, not unless it becomes Bubba Armor royalty.
She comes and there's only one of those in the whole entire world. What is there, 330 million Americans?
Yeah.
But how many special ones?
And, well, not that many. And not that many that have a favorite radio show that'll get you laid yearly. Like it's almost like a tradition. We are 2 years for 2 years, are we not?
Yep.
First year was just a one-on-one, and then last year was a threesome, and I think next year is scheduled for a threesome with a bisexual chaser.
It's like the Olympic torch ceremony. It always kicks off the festivities.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight they're asking anyone with information.
I mean, just think about the healthcare heroes that we are. We take a special needs, fully handicapped guy, quadriplegic, and we get him laid once a year. I guarantee you there's nobody that does that.
Nope.
The teen was one of her students. But deputies believe there may be more victims. Tonight they're asking anyone with information.
She's got really sad eyes there.
To come forward. Well, the jury here...
Poor thing. I mean,
The Tuesday Takeover is just getting started.
I know. If the kid was like 12 or 13, but by the time you're 16, even if you are if you're 16, man, your hormones as a boy are running wild. I mean, they just overcome you. You're just like a horny, in-heat dog all the time. Are you not? Yeah. We've all been there. And I know. And
all day, every day.
I mean, at 16, I could literally masturbate 5-6 times a day. No problem.
So you think that there should be different laws for boys and girls?
Well, what do you mean? You're going to have to be more specific.
Well, obviously, when it's the reverse, we're all disgusted about how a young girl was taken advantage of by her male teacher. But in this case, we're kind of applauding it.
Well, here's the deal. A boy can fight off. A woman usually can't overpower a 16-year-old boy.
Well, that's what I'm asking you. Is do you think there should be different legislation for boys and girls?
Yes.
And do you think that would create further issues and problems?
Yes and yes.
Okay.
Fish on J, 50 on the Cash App.
Yes and yes.
Yeah, I just kind of have.
Let me. Speaking of Fish on J, did the latest water that we get help the pond at all?
Yes, it did.
It is a little bit better?
Yes, it's getting better.
All right. But Anna, yes, it's very hypocritical. It's not fair. And we would catch a ton of heat if we said, hey, if you're 16, you should be able,
to blast your teacher if you're a boy.
Female teachers.
What about if it's a male teacher and a male student?
Nope.
Not okay?
Not because I'm not pro-gay, because I am pro-gay.
Right.
But it is that the 16-year-old man could overpower a 16-year-old boy.
But what if it's a big bitch?
What do you mean?
What if she's
Just a beast.
big beast of a teacher? And we all know some scrawny 16-year-old boys.
Well, we've already come out and said that. Then if they're rhinoceroses or elephants.
Oh, if they're ugly, then
yeah.
Okay.
I think
different verdict.
Before they try, before they arrest the woman, they should take the boy and see what he can max out on the bench.
Okay.
And then take her and see what she then
what she weighs.
But if Dan, if he's putting up 135 and she puts up 160, well, the cuffs have got to go on her.
But what if she's she can't bench much, but she weighs 250 or 300?
Yeah, I don't know. Then at that point,
he can't fight her off.
You put him on his back and put her on top of him, and say, "I'm going to give you 10 seconds to get out from underneath her."
So you're saying if the BMI is a higher number than her age, she's going to jail?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, life in prison.
I think I'm finally over that. I think maybe my BMI.
Were you 44 last time we checked?
Yeah, I think I'm 44.
Okay.
So just because I'm getting older, I'm actually getting more BMI attractive as well.
You are. But you also lose shedding weight, like shedding it.
No, but I'm really not shedding it. I'm kind of at a stalemate now. But it's kind of I'm kind of reforming it a little bit, What? I'm just I'm kind of stuck at 278, 277, and I'm kind of stuck there. But I'm lifting weights and so I'm kind of firming up some things, and I think the expression muscle, weighs more than fat.
Well, it's more dense.
That's actual fact. Do you feel better?
Except for my laryngitis.
Right.
I don't really have a sore throat. I just lost my voice. But I do feel better. And then when I take these incredible poops, I feel so light on my feet sometimes.
Especially when they have blood in them.
No, when I go to, by the way, I go in for my colonoscopy on the 14th.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be a day we have to take off because I gotta. Maybe we won't take it off, Anna. Maybe we'll do a show and you host it.
Can you ask the doctor for a recording of the scope footage?
Is that a hot thing, or is that something that you want to look at?
I've seen it before.
No, it's like when Katie Couric had her colonoscopy, she broadcasted it on national TV, so it's not off limits, and it may be interesting.
So can I put it on our YouTube?
Uh-huh.
This is what you really want to get to know Bubba. This is what his colon looks like, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Dan, is that an unreasonable request for your doctor?
No.
Could you
copy the tape? It's part of the medical record. It belongs to you anyway.
Could you help me word it so that I don't look like a fool?
Okay.
Like, what would you?
I want to see my butthole.
Yeah, just tell him we're in the content business. He'll get it.
Dr. McGillicuddy, could you run tape on my butthole because I want to put it on my YouTube? I get $3 or $4 grand on it. You know what I'm saying? Dan, now
I want a copy of the recording of my colonoscopy. Thank you. It's that simple. I got to say that to the doctor. Like, I want a copy of the recording of my colonoscopy.
Dr. Dan, he's just asking a question.
You asked the question. I think that's the right way to ask it.
No wonder you're the rudest.
How many monsters are you on right now?
Oh,
Yeah.
4 or 5.
Oh,
4 or 5? It's not even 8 a.m.
Guess what?
What?
The regional president of Monster, his name's Chad, got a hold of me, and I'm going to meet him in the next couple weeks. And I think they're going to, we're going to be sponsored by Monster.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I need a list of what your guys' favorite. Obviously I like the white.
All the rehabs, especially the peach.
Yeah, the white's my favorite.
And the orange.
White and all the rehabs, especially the peach. Right. Now, supposedly,
all those are on our Amazon list too.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying this or not.
Probably not.
But Monster's coming out with an alcoholic drink.
Yeah, they already have.
Yeah, it's been out for a little bit.
That's what Dr. Dan's koozie I got him is.
Feels stupid.
It's a seltzer?
No, it
Monster
tastes,
Horde.
The Beast.
The Beast. It almost tastes exactly like Monster.
Does it have caffeine in it?
No, it does not.
How much alcohol?
I believe it's 8%.
Ooh.
Mommy, could you do the Monster Alcohol Challenge one day where all you do is drink them all morning?
Have you ever tried it?
If we could,
yeah, I tried it.
Do you like them?
Yeah, it's very sugary though. So drinking too many of them kind of can have an upset stomach.
On a Friday. First of all, could I get a hold of your wife and arrange a day that you don't have to be responsible for anything, including getting yourself home?
Yeah,
and we do the Lummy drinks and tries out as many Monster alcohol willies as he can to see how drunk we could get you.
Yeah. You talk to her and see what day works best.
That's the things we don't do anymore. Fun things like that. Getting you drunk and
having
having a bear eat things off your back. We need to do a little bit more of that. Not really bad stunts. Like we're not going to be shocking the vagina or anything like that.
Let's call up Tonk, see what he's up to these days.
But let's get you drunk and belligerent and crazy.
Looks like 6% alcohol in the Monster.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Demi Moore. Did you guys see this? How good she looks?
Yeah, she looks incredible.
This is she's 60, by the way, and I think just celebrated 60. And
it was for Mother's Day. I think.
Look at that. Is that Dan? Is that not strong? Or
she looks fantastic.
Oh my God! I met her,
and I never dreamed that she would hold up like that too, because she had that kind of like a soft. She had a little sort of that youthful fat face. I thought she was going to be a fatty when she grew up, and she stayed in shape, and she did a good job.
She looks great.
Mm-hmm. That's from like 2003 because I looked it up.
That's from a while.
You met her, correct?
Yeah, I did.
Is she pretty in person?
She's very nice, very approachable. I met her when the Super Bowl was here last.
Really?
What was it? Pittsburgh and
Is
Arizona.
that her daughter?
And Pittsburgh.
Tampa was in it when it was
the Bucs played in Tampa.
The one before that.
2009.
Pittsburgh, Arizona?
Yeah. And I met her then when she was with the Austin, whatever the hell.
Ashton Kutcher.
And they were both. I was with the big Sirius management. Well, this doesn't look good, does it?
Mm-mm. About to get Romina.
Oh no!
Click.
And so I was with the Sirius management, and they were, Dan, how sometimes they take those airport hangars and turn them into huge parties during the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
And did they do
like festival speed stuff?
Did they do that last Super Bowl?
They didn't do anything. It was all quiet.
Right.
They wouldn't have.
It was COVID time.
COVID doing.
Anyway, the
COVID
last time we had a real Super Bowl here, when it wasn't COVID, they had taken all these executive airplane hangars at TIA and turned them into huge parties, and it was like $500 to get in, and I got in. I didn't pay the $500. I got in through all the management with Sirius, because I think Sirius XM might have been the broadcast partner. I don't know, but anyway. Ross Zapin and Scott Greenstein, both bigwigs, got Demi and Kuchner's handler for us to meet him, nonetheless, and they were so nice. Like
he was nice too. Is he funny? Is he like jovial? Is he like a light mood?
I would say yeah. And he
seems like a fun guy.
She wasn't very talkative, but she was super approachable, and she actually had kind of a posse of her girlfriends around. But she did take time and said hi to us, and
nice.
was super cool. So kind of marked out to her a little bit. She looked beautiful back then. And how was that? 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Now who is this? This
Lonnie Wilson. Willison.
Lonnie Willison.
She dated. Remember Baywatch? Remember the person who played Hasselhoff's son in Baywatch, that guy who's like kind of hot. That's him, and that's his ex-wife, I guess.
Now that's him, and
he's very handsome.
And the footage we're going to see, is that her?
Yes.
So this is her.
Like what year is that? Scroll down, it'll say circa whatever.
It's 10 years
12.
ago.
Okay.
This is 10 years ago. This is 10 to 11 years ago.
Yeah. So like very beautiful.
Now contrast how she's holding up versus Demi Moore.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, she got addicted to drugs.
But being on the being homeless and addicted to drugs,
that'll age you.
That'll really age you, Dan. There's no machine that you got that can take that off you. The Morpheus does wonders, but if you've been on the road, if you've been homeless for 10 years, living out of a shopping cart in L.A., I don't know, Dan, that you got anything in your weaponry that can reverse the reverse.
Can you imagine trying to do a makeover on her though, and spending a couple months and really trying to get her like back to?
No, I can't. I mean, you're the one that have to do the work.
Pretty.
What would you do?
I don't know. Well, I got to see her now.
Well, she better stop smoking, first of all. Man, now, so can you believe I thought I had gone into a downward.
Right.
At least I got a place to stay in a show. I'm not living out of a shopping
going
cart.
Through trash.
Can I come live with you, Dan, before I have to live out of a shopping cart?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Looks like she's missing about 6 teeth in the front.
Yeah, that's not good.
Dan, promise I can live in the carriage house, even if it's in the back porch.
I promise. It's sturdy now.
Crack is whack, man.
Is this straight crack?
Or like meth. Yeah, I don't know.
Can you imagine if your whole life centered around what's inside of a shopping cart.
Mm-hmm.
It might
Be easy to move.
It might streamline things.
It says she's addicted to crystal meth.
Oh, yep, meth. Hence the teeth game, not strong.
Why isn't somebody asking her, Lori?
Lonnie?
Lori. How much for a bop?
She doesn't need that anymore.
How much for a Bop Lopo Whopper? Those 6 teeth, less resistance.
It looks like she's blaming her ex-husband.
Yeah, she blamed him.
Why? How do you blame him?
She was like so devastated after the breakup that she turned to drugs and got addicted.
I mean, unless, he was holding her down and, making her eat meth, how can it be his fault? Right?
It's sad to see someone just fall from grace like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
know.
It's,
Ask me, I know.
It's a sign. The end times are here. Ultra-powerful hurricanes, tsunamis, massive earthquakes, and Bubba the Love Sponge.
Sorry.
She actually, her body doesn't look terrible.
Oh, she's skinny.
Does she get socks? She ain't got no shoes.
Sad.
Yeah, it is. I feel like on one of these, the interviewer. What's up? She's at.
Bring Dr. Dan's Living Onion Maker. Bubba, Macho wanted me to send you a link of a story. He said that it would be a good AI story for you. Right, I got your text, your stuff.
I'm just gonna be giving them to you.
Perfect.
This is just the stuff that I use, or this is just my latest purchases.
Fake bombing of the Pentagon.
Morning, Felix the cat. Dr. Dan's Living Onion Maker.
What does it say, redneck? Skip Steve. Rob. Super lips.
How's Donkey Teeth? Is he still mad at us?
I haven't seen Donkey Teeth in chat.
Yeah, supposedly Donkey Teeth is mad at us, hates us.
They're like a bunch of sharks circling in the water, searching for blood or any sign of weakness, and are ready to strike. This is the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
You can go to getsuperbeats.com and use my promo code Bubba. And I think maybe starting next week, we're going to start talking about the Nero 40 and some other stuff that the Human, Humann company produced. But right now we're on to the Super Beats. Double your potential with Super Beat Heart Chews. Get a free 30-day supply of Super Beat Heart Chews and 15% off your first order by going to getsuperbeats.com.
Promo code Bubba.
Use promo code Bubba. That's GETSUPERBEETS. Getsuperbeats.com.
Promo code Bubba.
Super Beats is the #1 pharmaceutical recommended beet brand for cardiovascular health support. It's blood pressure support that you can trust. And you just saw Dan, our very own doctor, a real doctor, smash 2 of them. They're pretty damn good. The only problem would be you might eat too many of them.
Yep.
But they're super good for you and everywhere. I mean, even on TV, I watch male skewing programs. I think they're really trying to get men to understand how important and how beneficial Super Beats can be. Super Beat Heart Chews can be for healthy heart life. GetSuperBeats.com.
Promo code Bubba.
Lummy, I think you missed a Venmo. I'll wait for you to catch up, which is just like your brain. Coming down in 3, 2, 1. You should get it, and I'm low.
Michael Cody, $20 on the Venmo.
Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all at the Bubba Army. Man, I sound like crap, do I not?
No, you sound good.
No. Dan, you're my doctor. I sound like crap, don't I?
You sound like crap.
Yeah. But I don't think there's any medicine that you can give me to get your voice back. I don't think there's a...
Honey.
Tea.
Is that what would you recommend that
I would do honey. I would do honey at every break.
I don't know that I have any honey.
Honey,
you know what I mean, honey?
Earl Grey tea? Any K-cup deal?
No, the tea's crap. Just try straight up honey.
Just swallow.
A couple teaspoons of honey.
Just take a spoonful of honey.
Couple. Let it fester in your throat.
That's
it kills
sugar, right?
bacteria. Who cares?
I don't know if I have any.
No, I mean a good thing. He likes sugar.
Yeah, it's sweet.
But I don't know if I have any honey.
Do you have any honey?
I don't know.
Should we run down to 7-Eleven and get some?
It's probably $40 there.
Yeah.
It'll make you feel so much better, though. It does coat your throat.
Maybe I'll have Rhett go down there. I'll give him some money. and get me now. Well, just like the little jar.
Straight up jar of honey is all you really need. It doesn't need to be like seasonal. That's for like allergies and stuff.
You think they have it down there? I don't know that.
They have honey. They absolutely have honey at the Circle K.
All right, Red, if you could you run down there and grab me some honey? How much should I PayPal you?
Should be under $5.
Yeah, $5 should be good.
Venmo?
Venmo, Cash App, PayPal.
So
I can text you my stuff.
Bits.
All right. Do you have enough money on you to get it, or do I need to?
Yeah,
send it
you
to
don't. You don't even need to pay me for it. It's okay.
No, would you stop? I got my Bank of America deal open right now. Hear me see Zelle. I can Zelle you too, can I not?
Yeah, Zelle works. You can type in my phone number if you have it.
Oh, let me see. I think I think I do. Let me see here. Rhett R.
It's not under F for filthy.
For filthy.
Oh.
Rhett. Is it the 458?
Yep.
Gimmick? All right. $6, will that be enough, you think?
Yeah.
$7?
No, yeah, that's perfect. More than enough.
I'll just put 7. And then
Macho back here bartering for gas money.
Yeah, it's going to take. Well, not everybody's got a Mustang GT 500 that takes $10 just to start up.
Well, he's going to want me to grab a couple of those 100 gram of protein bars for him as well.
100, yeah.
There's a 100 gram protein bar?
No, but he had one yesterday I was looking at. It had like 35.
Was it like 600 calories?
I think he enemas protein.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with him about his nutrition. He's fine.
I'm not. He
looks very well nourished.
He's jacked.
I'm gonna go grab that.
Dan, that's our next invention: protein enemas.
Yeah,
think
nice.
about it.
I don't think it works that way.
You can get them for free.
Oh God,
Dan, that's not what I was thinking.
Okay,
I was actually thinking of a legitimate brown protein enema.
Yeah, but I don't know that you can absorb protein through your rectum.
That would have to be you'd have to look into that.
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
Yeah, make it work.
Hello.
Hey, Bubba, Las Vegas Mario. How you doing today?
Hey, Mario. How are you, buddy? I wore your Haley shirt yesterday.
I think that's a different
This
one.
is the teacher.
No, that was Reno Mario. I'm Las Vegas Mario.
You got Reno Mario and Las Vegas Mario. I'm sorry.
Reno's the jobber next to Vegas, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, Las Vegas Mario? How are you, buddy?
Good. I wanted to play a game with you. Do you got a couple seconds?
Let's play a game. Would you like to play a game?
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, what's...
It's quick. It's super quick. It's just 3 questions, and that's it.
Okay.
It's called Who Would Keep Their Mouth Shut? So if you blasted one of these 2 girls, who would not tell? So can I give you some names?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just start celebrity edition. Emily Ratajkowski or Kim Kardashian? Who would keep their mouth shut if they blasted?
Who's the first one?
Emily Ratajkowski. She's beautiful.
She would. She'd keep her mouth shut.
She would?
Right.
Okay, I got the next one. Brooke Hogan or Linda Hogan? Who would keep their mouth shut if they blasted you? And who would not? Who would just like blurt it out?
Linda would blurt it out, and Brooke would be ashamed.
Okay, my last one. My last one.
Linda, I mean, Linda's vindictive, and she is mean. She would want Terry to know.
Mm-hmm.
I should probably try to go get that. You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
Dude, can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Hold on, Dan. Hold on.
You could.
Dan, listen to me. This is why I think I got a chance, because you don't understand. She got 40% of anything he won from Gawker. So I made her a rich woman. I made her a very rich woman.
And she just got back, right?
And she likes jet skis.
I think she's living in Sarasota.
I think she got a house here.
You wanna really, really, really turn the heat up, Linda? Let me blast you. Let's start dating.
Awesome.
Let me be your Bubba Hill.
That'd be awesome.
All right, go ahead. By the way, great idea, sir.
Yeah, thanks for planting that seed.
I'm gonna do that, buddy.
You should.
2 can work.
And the next one is Ashley Lummy's wife or Anna. Who would keep their mouth shut?
Probably both. Both would be highly embarrassed.
No, Anna would tell her roommate. She'd be like, guess what? Me and Bubs did it.
And I'd be dead. No, she would not do that to me.
Yeah, well, my roommate's about to be blitzed. So.
And she might even be killed too. So yeah.
I don't want to die.
Let's just take Anna out of it, and I'll blast. You know what? I could blast Ashley, and she could tell her husband, and he couldn't do anything about it.
There you go.
Whereas the other one's just liability all up and down. I mean, no matter how you slice it, there's some bodies hitting the ground. Whereas if I blasted Ashley, one, she might like it because she's kind of dirty like that. Feels like she's kind of getting back to Lummy. There you go, Lummy.
Thanks
for being an idiot and doing stupid stuff. I'm going to blast your boss.
How was it?
It was good. Maybe jet ski.
Oh.
I know you learned your technique from him, but why should I, have to, why should I learn, why should I squirt?
Go straight to the source.
Yeah. Because
Yeah. Why deal with Plato when you have Aristotle?
Right.
Dr. Dan.
Why wrestle Matt Arroyo when Hoist Gracie's around?
Right.
Right? And nothing against Matt, Anna, but that.
What the hell?
But Matt is a lineage of Hoist, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Two removed.
Yep.
So anyway, any other? I like your game. Any other questions about getting me killed?
No, that was it. That was my game. I was going to tell you, somebody called earlier too and said Howard put you over. I sent you those 2 clips. I don't know if you want to play them, but there's the clips of him talking about you saying you're sending your stuff.
Oh,
I emailed them to you.
Show at thebubbarmy.com.
Yeah, but there's a third email. Please don't read that one. I kind of was hopped up on the gimmick, and I was writing about the best ofs and your staff. Please don't read that. I really went to town, and just delete that one.
So are you trying to say? I mean, is it kind of dickish?
No. It was just saying that like the best ofs were okay, but it got me listening to your podcast, which were great. I learned a lot about you guys.
We have to work on our best ofs. We really need to make. Lummy will even tell you our best ofs. Lummy didn't probably put his best effort forward on these past best ofs, but we're working on that now, aren't we, Warren?
Yes.
Yeah, but it got me listening to your podcast, and I learned a lot about you guys. So those were really good.
I got to tell you, if you're Bubba Army and you aren't getting every facet of what we offer from our YouTube to our podcasting, you'll hear some stuff, and hear some. And find out some stuff and get to know us. And I mean, there's some things that you can really there's some exclusive stuff that you can hear via the podcast stuff.
There was a couple that I didn't know. I didn't know Anna went on a YouTube show and dated one of the hosts, and then the other guy was trying to date her behind his back, and he had kids. That was
I wouldn't say we dated.
Anna's
I would say I went on a date.
Anna is.
It was 2 dates.
Listen,
that's dated, bro. That's dated, sister.
Anna tries to act a little better, a little more goody two shoe than she really is.
All right.
We know deep down she's a filthy.
What?
Deep down, you suppress.
Deep down,
you suppress your filthiness.
Okay.
Quite well. Yeah. All right, man. Thanks for calling, buddy.
All right, you guys take it easy.
See you later. Thanks. Can't wait for the show to be over. But Anna, I mean, you're a filthy deep down.
Oh, okay.
You suppress it quite well.
Mm.
I think we are. I think we all are filthies. We know what Lummy's filthiness is.
Yep. Do we know Dr. Dan's?
He's just filthy in general.
Who's that girl that he said versus Kardashian?
Here,
Emily Ratajkowski.
Here you go, Dan.
She's a girl that was in the Alan Thicke.
You've seen her before.
Yeah, she's super hot.
She's stunning. She's got a freakish body.
Right.
Like proportions.
Wasn't she on that video with Alan Thicke?
Yes, she was.
That made her.
That's what made her pretty much famous.
Yeah, she was like.
Send me that video because.
Well, you got to be careful. Because the original, she's not wearing a top.
I understand.
All right.
Well, I mean, I'll watch it.
Well, I'm just saying, don't broadcast
I'm gonna watch it first. I appreciate you trying to tell me how to do my job.
This morning, a new look at the potential impact.
I appreciate you trying to tell me how to do my job, but I was gonna watch it and tell Rhett not to broadcast it. Okay. Let's watch it, and then if we can broadcast it, we will.
This must be it.
I've been doing this longer than you.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I got you.
She thinks that she's taken over and bought it over it.
I'm just trying to warn you rather than I just say it. Yeah, well, that's not it. So here you go.
Well, that's great. Send me the one that's not it.
I didn't send that to you.
Oh, who did?
What do you think?
No, dumbass over there.
Next time I won't send it, and then no one will send it, and I'll get yelled at for it.
Shut up, Lummy.
So they made 2 videos. One of them they have clothes on. The other they do not.
Is this with or without clothes?
No clothes.
Okay, so do not show this, Rhett.
Yeah.
Like you're showing it now.
He's gone.
Is this the honey?
So you can show that. I'm not going to go any further. And this is the girl that he was talking about, the Emily Ratajkowski.
Like she's stunning.
She's beautiful.
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian doesn't really do that much for me.
She's gross in person. I'd way rather be with this
girl. Just say that, Dan.
Yes.
All right, so I'm getting rid of it. So there you go. Now,
Strong.
Macho Man, I don't know if your slate's up or you're going to talk on Rhett's mic, but you sent this story to me. What is this? What is this all about? Well, I'll tell you when it's
His slate's not up.
All right. Yes, it is.
He was just talking.
Oh, you there, Macho Man?
Hello. The stock market's got rattled because AI image generated of the Capitol or the Pentagon getting hit by a bomb.
And so
last night.
the stock market opened up frantic.
The futures were down
because this was broadcast last night as fake news.
Yes.
This morning, a new look at the potential impact of AI-generated images after a fake picture appeared to rattle Wall Street.
A simple AI-generated fake image sparked about a $100 billion stock market move.
Yesterday, numerous Twitter accounts shared this fake image showing smoke billowing near a white building, leading some to believe an explosion occurred near the Pentagon when, in fact, no such incident took place. While ABC News has not determined the source, the image contains the hallmarks of being made with artificial intelligence.
Well, and here's the deal, man. You're going to try to tell me that we don't have the ability to find out who made that, where it originated from, and make an example out of them?
Okay, two things here. Number one, this can be done with simple editing. Number two, there's no crime. What's the crime? Posting a generated picture? There's no crime. Unless like Morgan Stanley posted it specifically to move the market. Otherwise, there's no crime here. Who cares?
Some hacker dude?
Who cares? What's the crime? There's nothing illegal about posting a fake picture. You're not posting a picture of, although this was done with Trump a bunch of times and no one got in any trouble for it, but you're not posting a picture of, like a fake execution of an important person.
Oh my God, Rhett got my honey to me delivered. I didn't even know. Tell me when you walk in here, buddy.
I was talking to you the whole time I was in there.
Oh.
You were telling me not to broadcast the music video, and I was standing right next to you. I said, okay, I won't put it up.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Not with it.
We talk all the time about social media platforms.
So at the end of the day, Dan, this isn't even a story. Like,
well, the story is
that we're a bunch of bitches and we react to the smallest of things and we don't verify anything.
That the financial markets were so sensitive to it, and that's what's interesting, is that something that's completely made up could rattle the financial markets so dramatically, because just a couple percentages results in literally hundreds of billions of dollars shifting.
Well, and I think part of that discussion, too, also kind of stems off into the further development of artificial intelligence and what this art's going to be able to do, because this is, we're literally still barely at the tip of the iceberg on what this stuff is going to be able to do over the next couple of years, and it's only going to get worse.
And this is really just editing video. It's really not that big of a deal. We could do
it is
special effects.
It's a completely made up image. Nobody took that picture. It is completely developed from artificial intelligence, like basically made from scratch. It's not even a real picture to be edited.
So, like, no one could actually backtrack where the picture
no
came
one's going to
from?
be able to find the camera that took that picture because there was none.
Think we could AI my show into being better? like run my show through a program and then it kind of
little chat GPT
something.
If you literally ran, it would take forever, but you'd have to run literally all of your shows through it and then put up the current events and it would generate a show.
For real?
Oh, absolutely.
Can we try that? I wouldn't have to run all of them. You could probably just run like 100 shows through it.
Yeah, but you'd run a few weeks worth of shows through it. It would pick up
my idiosyncrasies and what I do.
Your mannerisms. Don't
run today's show because this is not how I usually sound.
It would be very similar to the voice sample we got last week. Now I know that voice sample was, hi, I'm Bubba the Love Sponge and I'm flaming gay. So we could obviously make it say some different stuff, but it would sound very similar to that.
Why can't it be, hi, I'm Bubba the Love Sponge and I got a 12-inch penis?
No, absolutely. Yeah, we can make it say whatever you want.
Why you got to make me flaming gay?
Well, that's just what the one that we have on hand did.
Nothing that flaming gay is a bad thing or not.
No,
but
not at all.
If I got to order what it says, why can't I go like, hi, I'm Bubba the Love Sponge. I'm rich as hell with a big penis and all the bitches love me.
Yeah, we might as well have it tell the truth.
And I'm back on top, bitches. Getting ready to buy an airplane this weekend.
Factual.
About to get mine.
So there's a Bubba.
There
was a South Park episode about AI and Chat GPT and how they were using it to communicate with their girlfriends and take tests and do projects for school. But the interesting thing was the last segment of the show was written by AI.
Really?
Yeah.
It was the funniest part of the entire show?
It wasn't the funniest part, but it was smoothly transitioned to the rest of the show, which shows that it worked.
Hello.
How you doing, Bubba?
Good.
It's Zach from Oregon. I know.
Hi, Oregon. I wasn't too far from Oregon this past weekend. I was in Nevada, which isn't that far.
I just want to put Dan over. What he's saying about AI and what's occurring with Chat GPT and everything else is spot on. And
well, that's why Dan is a doctor and a lawyer and drives a Ferrari and has a big penis and is worth about $10 million and has the championship belt on his right shoulder and a $40,000 Daytona Rolex. That's why he is who he is, my friend, because he's a pimp. He's a pimp.
And you're also a pimp when it comes to the media game. And what I had a podcast yesterday talking about AI and all this stuff, and incrementally, it's going to come in and slowly start chipping away at things. And what Dan was saying, like, he's usually reserved, and when I heard him speak about what he's speaking about, it's spot on.
Man, I think you might have your pants down, but below your knees, maybe jaying off to a picture of Dr. Diaco in his medical gown. I'm telling you.
Gown.
Whatever. Medical scrubs. Yes, Dan.
Or a gown, or a ball gown.
Dan is quite the man, even when it comes to AI, my friend. He'll stitch you up. He'll put some new knockers on your girl. He'll sue you, and then he'll tell you about AI. He will. Dr. Dan Diaco. That's why he's got
what's going to happen is he's going to dupe a bunch of people into doing stupid stuff. And so double verify.
That's why it's got two T-shirts, ladies and gentlemen. Dan, do you know you have 2 T-shirts?
It's awesome. I wore one today. It's just that my car got towed yesterday.
Well, hold on. Listen, sir, thank you. Hold on. What?
It was overheating. I had to get it Terry towed it. I didn't get towed like from illegally parking. Had to get towed because
the beater Porsche.
The beater Porsche.
Water pump.
No, it was running. I was getting an antifreeze light, and I checked it, and the levels was fine, and so I ignored it. And then about 2 days later, it came on again. I'm like, you know what? Let me get some antifreeze and put it in there, and I put it in.
But should have put some red line water wetter in there.
I just went to literally like the Circle K and just bought some, and I put it in. Yeah, and I put it in yesterday morning at 4:45.
Right.
And I came here, and the car was still running hot. I'm like, Jesus. And so I had more with me, and I put more in, and I looked under the car, and like all of it had just literally like just drained underneath the car.
So did you have a broken radiator hose?
I got some kind of hose, some coolant hose is cracked or pipe is cracked.
Right.
And so Terry's like, don't drive it, we'll pick it up. And so it's there. And
Terry,
my shirt, what I was going to wear today is in that car.
The Planet Dan?
Yep.
Does anybody, has anybody in your family requested?
Yeah, Danny said he's going to get one.
Yeah, right.
He wants one.
What about Conrad? How over would he be if you had one of those?
Yeah, well.
Any updates?
Forms.
We may be.
Hold on.
Oh my God.
Everybody just hold on. I don't want another word spoken by any other person in this building, not even Dan. Dan, don't tell me you're going on vacation with the family.
Possibly.
What?
Possibly.
Oh my God. Hold on. Your family and his family on a vacation. But hold on.
That's some rich people.
So that the two kids that are dating can be together. Have you gotten that soft kid? Have you gotten that soft kid?
Yeah.
Dr. Joe's rolling in his grave right now.
He sure is.
He is
I'm rolling around in my virtual grave.
He is like, you're going to tell me right
my
now.
Virtual hell.
That my sweet little grandchild, my eldest. No. Nick would be his eldest.
Yeah.
But one of his favorites was
fifth in line.
I mean, my darling Sophia, who I love so very much.
Jim Hudson, $100 on the Venmo.
And she's now Danny, my son, my oldest son, my lion, my tiger, my strength, my one son that was most like me, who was a doctor, even better than me, and a lawyer, my son, who was my first seed, my eldest son, would it be patriarch?
Yes.
The patriarch of the family. has now gotten so soft that he's letting my sweet Sophia date a kid, and we're building family vacations around it? Jesus.
Where are you guys going?
Reno. No, we're gonna go to New York for like a 3-day weekend. I gotta go up there anyway for something, and they're gonna be up there anyway. So we decided just kind of like, kind of have a little bit of an overlap of the vacations. We're not like flying with them, staying with them.
But hold on.
But they're gonna be up there while we're up there.
But like, are you guys rooming together?
No.
And what's the family makeup like? Does he have
Are you in the same hotel?
I don't know I think they're staying with some friends.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll not be in the same hotel.
Over your question,
Does he have siblings, like a sister that's around Danny's age?
Oh, that
like
would
is it one of those things
that'd be
where
hot. That'd be hot.
He does.
hot.
He does have a sister, and I think it's a year. She's a year younger than he is, or a year older. She's a year apart.
Okay.
Well, but
So
if it's
too old for Danny.
If he's anything like his father, he needs to be dating like a 3-year-old.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Danny.
Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Oh my goodness. What is that happening?
How many years?
8th, 9th, 10th weekend of June, 10th weekend.
What's the
like
year
2
differences
weeks.
between you and Rita? Like 30 years?
19 years.
19. I thought it was 30.
No.
It's a
It's still 19.
It's not nothing. I'm impatient. Baby, what's your favorite? One more time. What's this? Oh, it's lunchtime.
Hi, Bubba. We have a gift, and I showed Dr. Dan.
We have a guest.
A gift. We're gonna have a show. He is excited, and he said that he wants to try one. It's called a penis light.
Penis
It's
light?
called a what?
Penis light.
A penis light.
Yeah, you put it on, and it helps the blood flow. And these are brand new.
Be right back. I'm just gonna
No, hold
take care
on.
of it.
I have the website. I looked it up real quick.
Okay.
And Dan wants to try it, but he's.
Do you wrap it around your penis?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, can you send me that link?
Yeah. I just wanted to ask him first before I.
Well, so then here, hold on. Take one for you and one for Dan.
Okay.
And then send me the link if you could, lover. We really need to think about getting the chat GTPPA software. See how much that costs. And run awesome 6 or 7 or 8 or shows through there.
Essentially, like.
Now, you wrap, what? Now, hold on. Did he buy these for us?
He bought them. He says they're brand new, and he wanted to give them to us.
But what I'm saying is, tell me he didn't pay $600 a unit.
I don't know how much he paid for them, but that's what the website says.
$600?
Yeah.
Is there a video?
Wait. That's not that. It's not that.
No, if he goes up, you see it.
If it's a video, is this it?
It looks like it.
Well, I mean, what do we get? What
When it's on there.
That apparatus.
BIOS. No, we got.
I'll see if I can find a video.
Well, I don't want average Joe to spend this kind of money. Please tell me that he. I hope that his buddy. I hope his buddy owns this company. He gave them to us to try. Please tell me that Average Joe did not spend $1,800 for us, please.
Definitely.
And Lummy, you're gonna have to send me some kind of.
I'm trying to find a video.
The Bedroom Bioscience Pro Series Men's Health Light. I'll have to wait. I may make Dan read it.
I can't read because I have my glasses with me. I think my glasses for me to read something.
Say it again.
I got a different contact.
Danny.
I think glasses.
Really doing? No, I'll read it.
No, I just because these contacts are only for distance.
All right, go get it because I want you to read it.
Come on, take longer. Would you mind if I grabbed a water? Do you need anything?
All right, so.
Lummy, did we find the battery?
Yeah.
I did not see it so far. I sent a text to Merch Cook to see if she.
All right, we'll figure it out. Power peg, hello, burning.
Much better.
Power peg, hello, burning. PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, it's been slow. Looks like we're gonna have to fucking probably close business.
Well, explain yourselves.
Just like a six-pack of cheap Yiddish beer.
Doesn't surprise me. You look like a typical low-life character to me.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
If you want to buy the products that we consume, everything from our dish soap to the flea and tick medicine that I give Bella, to our penis pumps, it's available at amazon.thebubbaarmy.com. Use that as your landing page, and then anything that you buy, we get a little small sliver of. And we're using that to subsidize for the BTLS Foundation and the SMILE program that they pulled right from under us. Hello.
Good morning, Bubba.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you.
I had a question for Dr. Dan, please.
Dr. who?
Dr. Dan, please.
Yeah, go ahead. He even got his.
I'm here.
He's even got his studious glasses on, ready to answer your question, buddy.
Dr. Dan, I was hurt in a commercial vehicle accident a couple of years ago. I used to be a really active guy, but due to the injuries, I just can't be as active as I used to be. And unfortunately, as a result of all of that, I've kind of gotten a promotion to major, as in major fat ass. And what I would like to know is if there is any way I could get some help. As far, I've heard you talk about this Ozempic on the air a couple of times.
Yeah, the semaglutide.
What would I have to do to get in contact with your office and find out? I recently had a bunch of lab work done that I could forward to your office to find out if I'd be a candidate for that.
You could call my office at 8888. That's 4 8s and the word Diacos, D-I-A-C-O-S. Ask for Emily or Jennifer, and we'll get you all plugged in. We have some questions to ask, some consents to sign, and then we can get you started on the semaglutide and get you started on your weight loss journey.
I mean, I've lost about 22 pounds, sir, and it works. It works. It really does.
And I've actually seen the difference in you, Bubba, on social media. I've seen the difference in your pictures, and
I'm about halfway there, and I think I got about another 25 or 30 pounds to go, and it just I don't know what it does, but it makes you less hungry, and it makes your metabolism kind of act like the metabolism of a thinner person. So it's really and it makes you less diabetic. You're probably borderline diabetic like I was.
I absolutely am. And like I said, I just recently had a bunch of lab work done that, like I said, I can screenshot and forward to your office. But you said it was 4 8s and then Diacos with an S?
Yes, sir.
8888 and then DIACOS.
Oh, that is awesome. See, that's why Dr. Dan is a hero to me.
Yes,
all right.
He is.
Thank you guys very much. I'll be in touch.
Thank you, bud.
Thank you.
He makes miracles happen every day with a scalpel, silicone, and saline.
But you're gonna like it, mister.
The world-famous Dr. Dan Diaco has called the show.
He's not even called the show. Now he's on the show. Is on the show. Dan, Dan, what do you think? You're on the show. I
love it. I love doing this,
really?
man.
I think you really do.
I do enjoy it. I love it. It gives me...
It gives you a little bit of an outlet,
a release, if we may.
Because you don't have anybody else that will listen to your nonsense.
No, my dog.
As much as Romina hates it, she should really find it. It's probably been pretty therapeutic for your guys' marriage.
Oh, you have no idea. One of the things that made me go to law school.
I'm the one that's keeping you guys together.
Yes, thank you, Bubba. One of the things that made me go to law school was just I was tired of yelling at the TV. And, so many people have so many gripes and get so much frustration throughout the day and the week and the months and the years, especially the last few years, that it's frustrating when you can't vent. And being able to vent on your show has been priceless to my mental health.
No, but it's got an exhaust. Does it exhaust you sometimes?
No. Okay. Exhausts everyone around me, but
hello.
F 'em.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, I was just wondering why you're not on the radio in Charleston, South Carolina on 98 Rock.
Yeah. We mutually parted ways last week. We couldn't come up with an agreement, but it was, very friendly on both sides. And, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe one of these days we come back. That would be great for all of us. But
yeah, I hope so.
But as of now, they're playing some good rock music in the morning, and we're doing our thing like we always do. Go get, if you got a smartphone and you just go get the Bubba Army app, which is free, you can listen to us, right there on the app, so you don't miss it. You don't miss the show.
Excellent. I'm going to do that.
All right, buddy. I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you all.
Thank you. I wonder what type of feedback 98 Rock's getting. I wonder if people are calling the station saying, "Man, we really, really like this rock a lot better than that fat ass that you had on." Plus, here's the thing:
they're upset.
Charleston's getting very liberal.
Is it?
And they warned me a year ago.
It's a blue city and a red state.
Listen,
it's my favorite combination.
I'm going to be honest with you. They warned me. Management warned me a year ago that we were like a little too red. For the city. And I'm like, okay, so the city may be blue, but your listeners are red. Why wouldn't you worry about that? But, that didn't have anything to do with us.
I just feel like you guys started the Civil War. What are you talking about?
Hello, who's this?
Hey, it's Pedro.
Hi, Pedro, the pool guy.
Liberal.
Hey,
Get out of here. Sorry.
So this is actually a call for Dr. Dan.
Of course, all of them are.
Are you jealous, Bubba?
I need your input too.
No,
I need your input
if I was jealous, do you think I would have? If I was jealous of anybody and their popularity, do you think I would have them on the air?
No.
No. In fact, I find it. I love that Lummy is so popular, and I love
he's a protege of you.
And I love that Dan has most of the questions for him. And I love that most of the people that hated you now like you.
Yeah,
no, for real.
Thank you for returning them.
You've turned we've turned them together nonetheless.
Okay, I'll take partial credit.
You guys are like my little babies, And look at Red. That guy.
Now he's getting you honey.
Well, not only that, but he wouldn't have. He would never have scratched a co-host microphone back in the day over there. Who was going to put that idiot on the air? Nobody.
Except you.
He was destined to hang banners and do graphics Now he's got an open mic that he can chime in.
Well, now he does everything.
It's true. Rhett, would you be in the position today over there as you are here?
Not at all.
Of course not. Superstar. The Pomeranian on top of his head. Hello.
Hey. So, Dr. Dan, I'm asking for my wife, who's actually currently in the hospital with some issues.
I'm sorry.
With her renal system. Do you happen to know any doctors down here in Fort Myers, Cape Coral area that are worth a damn?
What kind of doctor, though? There's a lot of different kinds.
Well, she's been in the hospital since Wednesday because she just didn't feel well, and it turns out that her liver levels and her kidney and her lipase level. Lipase is supposed to be like 300. Well, it's at 2,600.
Dan, what's a lipase level?
It's an indication of liver damage.
Is it an
lipase.
enzyme?
It's an enzyme.
Is she a drinker?
It's backed up.
No.
Usually, it means there's like maybe a stone or something like that backing things up.
I've had I got a.
I'm not about stones.
I got a kidney stone on deck right now.
But more of a like a liver biliary tract stone. That would be blocking the common bile duct or the.
So, what are you asking for? If Dan knows any good liver bile duct doctors?
Yeah, that or renal doctors or something like that, so they can actually figure out what's going on. She's going in for an MRI this morning to get her whole renal system checked out to see if.
Well, that's probably the start and stop of everything is her getting this MRI, right, Dan? I mean,
yeah,
any
absolutely.
any competent doctor can read it.
Has she gotten an ERCP? They scope and look up the biliary tract?
Negative.
Okay, that should be
right
after the CT of the belly.
After the CP.
ERCP.
Yeah, tell them.
ERCP.
Sorry.
ERCP. Okay. Yeah, you know me.
Sorry.
Or the equivalent. There's other ways they can do the same kind of imaging, and they can sometimes do it with an MRI, but she needs that. She needs her biliary tract looked at because it sounds like she's got some kind of obstruction.
Okay.
And that'll make your whole body go upside down fast.
She might have had a captain up in her urinary tract, over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
First officer.
Well, the thing is that this has been going on for like 6 months, and she's been constipated since before Mother's Day.
I would go if she gets out of the hospital, and this just becomes like another little sort of exacerbation, but it's transient. I'd just go up to Gainesville and let them look at her at their GI department. It's one of the better ones in the country.
Okay. Not Tampa or Miami?
No.
Gainesville.
Is it Shands?
Yep.
Shands Hospital, Gainesville. They have a great upper GI department. Have the filthy
and a great surgery department.
The filthy flight attendant get her UTI tract looked at, my friend.
All right. Appreciate your help, Dan.
All right.
It should be a new country song. Been constipated since Mother's Day. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jesus, these phones, Lummy. They just
sitting on a stone.
I just don't understand why I can't just hang. Like I'm literally hitting this button 10 times, and it won't.
Yeah, Lummy, what the hell?
Jesus Christ!
Don't throw the phone.
I'm getting ready to.
Oh. Yeah, I see it going back and forth.
Can you see? It's like
I can see it. I can't. It won't let me do anything. There, he has to hang up.
Hello. Pedro's a pain in my ass.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hey,
why are you not in charge? Question for Dr. Dan.
Okay.
Yes. Go ahead.
Hey, long time. First of all, hey, Bubba, long time listener. Been way back since the Howard days. Of course, my chick had got new Diacos a couple weeks ago, and this is her third time that she's been going.
Now, hold on. Did she actually get a pair of boobs from the Dr. Diacos, or are you just calling a general breast augmentation a set of Diacos?
Just a general augmentation.
All right.
Okay, well, those are not Diacos.
Thank you for clarifying.
Dan, aren't you glad that I clarified that?
Yes, thank you for clarifying.
Because he's calling in because there's a problem, probably.
Right.
This is a Miami knockoff Diaco.
All right. So you got a dark match set of Diacos. That's what we're calling them, okay?
That's correct.
Now, getting real Diacos is one thing because you're really talking to the craftsman here who did it.
I've been telling her for 10 years she should upgrade to the real Diaco.
Yeah, but instead she did the shortcut, went to some hack, and in Miami probably got overcharged. What she could have got the same set with the wizard himself. Now she's got an encapsulation or some kind of problem with it, and that's what you're calling for.
You know what's a good word for this is ersatz. It's the only GRE word I remember from the test I took, but it means a substitute, but not as good as the original.
Can you say that one more time?
Ersatz. I believe it's ERSATZ.
So she got some ersatz.
I think I could be, but it's the only word I remember from the GRE I took like 12 years ago.
That's great. So she got a fake set of Diacos. She got some Fiacos, fake Diacos.
Yeah.
She got some Fiacos, and what's the problem? What kind of problem is she having?
Well, the problem was the reason she got the Diacos is she blew a Diaco at work. She had a work injury blowout on a Diaco and had to have one repaired. So they went in January to repair the one Diaco. And
No. We're going to stop besmirching the beautiful art of
the Miami knockoff.
The Fiaco, the fake Diaco is called a Fiaco. So she had a set of Fiacos. One of the Fiacos burst in some type of tragic accident. So they put another substitute Fiaco in.
An ersatz.
So take it from there and make sure you name them correctly. Go ahead.
I apologize. So she had two Fiacos put in January, of which went along for a couple months, and then one Fiaco was having issues, had to go back in February and have that one Fiaco fixed, and now she just last week had to have it repaired for the third Fiaco. And wondering, I mean, this time
that's what you get when you buy a set of Fiacos.
Right, like your Jokelys or your...
Yeah, exactly.
Or knots.
Or your fake Louis Vuitton on Canal Street, that whole deal.
that Gucci purse that falls apart.
Right. So, what's your question? Like, what is her symptoms?
My question is, at this point, they're kind of telling her, like, if this one doesn't take... that they're. I mean, she went in last Wednesday to have the one for last time. They were actually planning on taking one out to leave her as a unicorn, which that wouldn't have been good because they were worried that there was some infection.
They weren't going to leave her as a unicorn forever, or probably just till they
but people don't tolerate that really well. A lot of people would rather you just take them both out.
For
one boob Willie. Can you imagine going to the beach? You have to have half of a bikini.
Hey, nice. Breast.
Nice boob, babe. I used to have another one, but
sometimes the left one's there.
So they're suggesting they take the one Fiaco out and leave her with the good one until her body heals from whatever's causing the rejection.
Yeah, correct. So leave it for 6 months or however long it takes. But anyhow, when they went in, they didn't find infection, so they put it under the muscle this time. So my question. One to Dr. Dan is that a better strategy? Because what was happening is, I guess it was basically being pushed out of her skin almost. And she had like a thin part in her skin that was getting infected.
Was she getting like an encapsulation, Dan, kind of?
Yeah, and she sounds like she's become an implant cripple. And sometimes the answer is take them out, wait 6 months, and start over.
Both?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just can't leave one in there.
All right, so my question is, if this one gets kicked out, can she qualify for a one of the 12 coming up in 6 months when she's healed up? Can she qualify as a one for the 12 boobs of Christmas?
No,
about zero chance.
No, zero chance.
She's not going to go in the middle of another disaster as a winner.
First of all, Dan is 100% the judge because he's the one that sees who's the best candidates, and that's only if we do the contest. It's still 50-50 as to whether we do the 12 Boobs of Christmas contest, but Dan picks. There's no... there's nothing fair about our contest. Dan picks the best candidates.
And your wife or girlfriend's not the best candidate right now.
Sorry, you're going to have to love her for her personality.
Buddy. Dan's not going to...
got one great Fiaco and one...
Listen.
Fiaco.
It's a goddamn
F.
It's a disaster waiting to happen is what it is. Listen to me, sir. You're not going to outloud me. She's not going to win the contest because she's got a pre-existing, already screwed up set of boobies, and we're not going to go in there and try to fix 5 or 6 other doctors' problems. Dan's going to let a woman, whether she's 18 or 48, that's in shape and doesn't have a bunch of pre-existing willies. So your wife has zero chance. Don't even sign up. She'll be rejected immediately.
Understood.
I don't know what'll get rejected faster, her boob now or her application for the 12 Boobs of Christmas.
All right.
Sorry,
We'll
buddy.
see what happens.
All right. I mean, Dan, am I right? Not
You're
am
right.
I? You pick.
Yeah. And good luck, sir. I hope she does well and gets healthy and has no more problems.
I mean, even as a doctor, if she came and tried to be a legitimate patient and buy your services, I've seen a lot of times where you'll tell a person, no, I just don't. I think there's too many underlying issues. I don't think you make for a good candidate, and I'm not the kind of doctor that needs. I can say I'm in a financial position where I can say no. Some doctors take on every surgery available because they need
torture,
the work.
right? But that's torture. I say no to people like that.
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm not going to take any more phone calls if you guys can't be a little quicker on the hello. Okay, I'm not in the mood for it. So what do you want? Fast and the Furious. Yes, Vin Diesel. What can I do for you? Hello.
Wow.
Okay.
This is the last phone call of the day. The callers are right. I need to put all these people on hold and just do our own things. These callers are bringing me down. Hello.
Good morning, Bubba.
Hi.
I got a quick question for you. My work schedule took me away from being able to listen to you regularly like I normally do, and when I came back, I can't find you on Twitch, and you're no longer on 98X in Charleston anymore.
No, we're on Kick. Visually, we're on Kick, KICK.com, which is almost a clone to Twitch. So go to Kick.com.
KICK.
KICK, not the shady app when you're trying to have sex behind your wife's back. KICK, Kick.com, and then the Bubba Army. And then if you want to listen to us audibly, you can always go to thebubbaradionetwork.com. Or go get the app or tune in or something like that.
Gotcha. I guess 98X went in a different direction.
Yeah, they're playing music in the morning, and we just, but we're it was a friendly breakup, and maybe we'll be back. I don't know.
I'd like to go down there with 20 or so people that I know with Bubba Army gear on and just stand in the parking lot and take up space.
Yeah. That might have hurt us more than it helped us. Appreciate you, bud. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Here's that fake internet story.
Well, you got Reginald Roundtree on the warm line.
Old boy still breathing heavy, though.
That's the guy.
Jeez.
That's the heavy breather from trying to. And let me, until they hang up, I can't get rid of him. I literally can't get rid of him. Jesus Christ.
Mach said he'll reset the phones at break.
Hello. Is this Reggie?
Hey. Yeah.
Hi,
How you
Reg.
feeling, brother?
I'm not. Well, I'm losing my voice, which is bad.
Well, shit, you're still sexy to me. I heard you guys talking about medical stuff. That kidney stone I caught while doing the 11 o'clock show. That wasn't pretty.
Oh, did you have a kidney stone live on set?
Live on set.
Oh my God.
Do we got tape of it?
I'm sure there's some videos a couple of years ago, but here's the thing. I'm live on the set in the middle, like 15 minutes into the show, it just started hitting. And I went from, I got this nice mocha color to gray on the air.
Oof. Oh, and I've had like 15 kidney stones in my lifetime, so I know that literally if there's one person that understands the pain that overcomes you out of nowhere.
Giving birth. It's like giving birth.
Now they say
sounds like torture.
They say that it's equivalent to a man passing a kidney stone is equivalent to a woman. Yeah.
Well, I've known women that have done both, and they said that the kidney stone was worse.
Oh my God! So were you like in the middle, like the Strawberry Festival had a great turn? I mean, did it literally take you right to the knee? Did they have a replacement, or they just make Suzalenko continue it on?
No, the brother hung in there, and as soon as I said, "Have a good night, do take care," they took the camera off me, and I went into the fetal position in the studio. But here's the best part. So they take me to Nice, right up here on McMullen Booth. Severe pain. I got IVs. I've got my robe on with my butt hanging out and everything. I was in so much pain until this nurse walked in, and I swore she was wearing a gunsling thing. She had two big needles and hit my IV, and I got this warm feeling from the top of my head.
Yeah, she gave you some real nice morphine.
Well, you know what? I got up and took my robe off. I was so happy. They probably got pictures of me up there.
Oh, yeah.
Embarrassing all the other guys.
Yeah. Like, man, you see that?
Did you see that?
The black. Reggie Roundtree was cool until
Anaconda?
Until he broke out his multicolored anaconda.
Multicolored.
I told her, I said, you could do anything you want to me. Give me another shot.
Oh, I know. I've been in the same predicament. Now, I've passed all, but I've only gone to the hospital 3 times. But each time I've gone to the hospital, out of 20, I've gone to the hospital 3 times where you literally just cannot take it. And as soon as they give you that morphine, they could literally hit you in the head with a baseball bat, and you wouldn't even get like,
Yeah, you wouldn't feel a thing. I wanted to ask Dr. D if I'm 65 now. I've had 2 episodes like that, but I've changed my water because I had a lot of minerals in the water up in Palm Harbor, so I got to purify it now. What are the chances of me catching another one?
Probably 1 or 2. I mean, you probably get another 1 or 2. I mean, if you definitely keep yourself hydrated, change your diet a little bit, and try to exclude those things that are building up the minerals that can form a stone, then your chances are less likely to have stones. But if you've had a stone, your chances of having another stone are pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I've had.
That's what I'm saying. He's had 15.
I've had 20.
20.
I've had 20 stones.
Wow. Now, do I have to stop? Now, do I have to stop drinking scotch?
No, hell no.
Just
no. So Reggie,
just add a little extra water to it.
One last question before I let you go. Out of all of your co-hosts, I'm talking about your co-host, your 6 and your 11 co-host. Who's been your all-time favorite? You can probably say this now that you don't work there anymore.
Oh boy, I might.
Heather Van Ness.
Heather Van Ness was good.
Suzalinkosaurus?
Suzalinko was good.
Who was the really mocha-colored chick that Lisa Ferranda.
Ooh.
Yeah. Exactly. I think we should probably stop while we're both not in trouble.
Yeah. No, we're. I'm not. Look. I had great co-anchors. Yeah, you missed one, Dion Lim. Remember?
Yeah, I remember Dion.
Yeah.
I was a huge Lisa Ferranda fan, though. Oh my God, she was so sexy.
Well, the thing was, she was so popular. They even had a basketball team named after her. Do you remember the 3 teams that were playing in downtown Tampa? They were called the Ferrandas.
I gunned her. Oh man, how many times I gunned her down in my life? Oh my God.
Now, Bubba, we've known each other for almost 30 years, and I'll get off the radio real quick. I will tell you, in person, a great story.
I know the story. You've already told me.
Oh, I did?
Yes. That's why I think we need to move on briskly, my friend.
Yes.
We just need to part. I need to say goodbye to my good friend, okay?
All right. Love you.
Love you, too.
See you, Reggie.
Oh, I know the story. Jay, how you doing, buddy?
I'm well. How are you, buddy?
Oh, I'm not sick, but I'm losing my voice nonetheless.
What, you got laryngitis?
Yeah, I don't know. Dan said I got something. I think just being worn down and having to talk and deal with Danny's crap and all that kind of stuff.
I think I'm losing my voice just thinking about it.
Story is flat.
Here's Danny. Here, I thought I'd finish this out. This is this fake AI. The markets go down $1 zillion. Pentagon got hit.
You can't tell where it comes from or who is producing it. This is a person.
Hey, here's the thing. Trolls can get verified Twitter accounts and do stuff like this, and I can't even get my original Twitter account back, and I don't even know why they took it. But I can't get it back.
Macho Man can't get it back either?
No.
Really? Just as a fresh, new perspective. I didn't know. Sometimes
Try calling somebody at Twitter.
I'm surprised.
There's no one.
The image was first posted on Twitter at 8:42 a.m. At 10:03, a Russian state-controlled news outlet tweeted the image to its millions of followers. The stock market took a dip over the next several minutes until 10:09, when authorities made it clear there was no explosion.
You know what? Who I might be able to call a favor, although I hate calling favors, is I do have Tucker's cell phone, and we do, I have texted him 2 or 3 times.
He's maybe working there.
Well,
that's what he was talking about, doing a Twitter show.
Not only is he going to work there, I got to think if he's going to give his very, very sought after content and so that Twitter is the distribution form. You don't think, Jay, that he's going to get some points on the backside?
Oh, I would. I would think so.
If you've been offered $100 million from Newsmax, you're not, and so you know what the market will pay for you to come.
Mm-hmm.
You think you're going to go to Twitter for free?
No, heck no. I mean, no free. I mean, it's just would he take? He's smart enough to take points.
Elon Musk will be like, hey, listen, I paid $44 billion for this thing, and I'll give you
2 points.
I'll give you 10 points.
2 points would be worth so much. It'd be ridiculous.
Let's take 10.
Okay, start there. That's a good negotiation. Start at 20.
Experts have warned of
start at half.
Oh God.
What is that?
Not Jennifer Lawrence.
So doesn't this look like just Russian disinformation? At 10:03, a Russian state-controlled media outlet tweets an image.
How do we even know
So wouldn't you
that's
just
true?
call the Pentagon and say, is there an explosion in front of the building?
No.
No. Someone on Twitter said something.
Clear there was no explosion. Experts have warned of hyper-realistic fake images deceiving people online as the accessibility of AI-powered tools grows.
This is only the smallest effect that can only grow. So what we're seeing today is only a small example of what is to come as this grows in complexity.
Industry leaders have pointed to AI.
Man, as a society, what have we become?
You know what? AI is pretty wild. Last night, Trey came in and he had me listen to a song where it was a contemporary Michael Jackson song and baby Michael Jackson was singing it, like the Jackson 5, because AI had put the baby Michael Jackson voice into the contemporary song, and it was mind-boggling. It sounded so real.
If Trey could find it, hopefully you'll be able to find it. Michael Jackson, baby, AI.
I think it's like I Want to Dance with You or something like that. One of the songs that was his breakout song when he went out on his own, that he never sang as little Michael Jackson.
Problems quickly, and the technology has already contributed to medical research. But last week, Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, urged lawmakers to act quickly to regulate artificial intelligence.
My worst fears are that we cause
Elon wants to do an alternative AI, which is going to be more of an open-minded, non-biased, because they have a slant to the AI that's out there now. The artificial intelligence has a certain bias that's been implied in it. If you ask it to write, the benefits of oil and fossil fuels, it won't do it. But if you talk about, give me the benefits of green energy, it'll give you the most unbelievable essay.
What if I asked Chat AI, Trump or Biden?
It's going to say Biden. If you say, give us 10 good things Trump did, it won't do it. So, there wants to...
Yeah, AI is absolutely biased. There's no pure AI. It's a subject of the programmers. And so if the programmers are woke or right or left or whatever, then the AI is going to reflect that.
He was talking about having one that looked at humanity with awe and inspiration and didn't want to judge humanity and come up with a better way of looking at society. And so it was very interesting. There's a long form interview online about it.
We, the field, the technology, the industry, cause significant harm to the world.
Because the AI only does what the programmers make it do. Right? They skew it one way or the other. And so we're all skewed one way or the other. So if you happen to be the guy that's programming this particular AI and you have certain beliefs, then your AI skews your way, right? If that's...
Sure.
Or like if we were to run...
It's a product of the software engineer.
If we were to run 10 of our shows through AI, it would pick up the way we think and the way we editorialize and how we... our opinion and how we're slanted. And it would if it's emulating us, it would be, that way, right?
To a degree, but I don't think it's going to be able to form its own opinions.
You don't think so?
No. I think it's only going to say whatever.
Neither can Lummy. So it's pretty much.
The Twitter accounts that spread the hoax carried blue check.
Lummy, can we do an AI for you? And it's just like a dumb. It's a dumb guy. Can you do a dumb AI?
Yeah, I'm sure.
They call artificial ignorance.
I got too much. I got too much. Your AI.
I would love to hear an AI Lummy voice. I wonder if it would sound real or if we could pin it right away.
I have a saliva issue.
If you asked like AI Lummy, what was the belt history, would it be able to do it?
Which previously meant
if Lummy had probably, if we recorded the belt history, then it should be able to recite it.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
I want to hear AI Anna too.
Yeah.
With a little Jewish lean to it. That would be nice.
A Jewish fry.
the accounts were verified, but under new owner Elon Musk, Twitter now gives a blue check to any account that pays a monthly fee.
I'll pay a monthly fee to get mine back.
I think it's only $8.
You just said it was $8. Yeah.
But I can't get mine back, Jay.
I don't understand.
Lummy, what is this $600? What is this?
Hell yeah.
Well, I showed Dr. Dan, so maybe I thought he could explain it in a medical term at
Okay,
least.
but hold on now. Is there any videos on YouTube or
I have
anything?
not seen any videos
And
on
secondly, did average Joe really pay $600 for this? And I hope not, because
No.
Is that like is that ultraviolet, like when you're supposed to be tanning your taint?
No, it's not tanning. It's not tanning.
It's your penis.
It's infrared.
But my penis,
infrared?
Yeah, so do you wrap
IR?
your penis around it?
Yep.
Then
So
what?
is that supposed to stimulate like they do the hairline, Dan?
Blood
Like-
flow.
Yeah.
Blood flow?
Mm-hmm.
Does that really work?
That's what it says. According to
FDA
I don't
actually
think,
says, right?
I don't think the strap's big enough to go around my waist. Do I just wrap it around like I'm just holding it like this?
Yeah, just duct tape it on there for 16
You
minutes.
can get the belt around your waist.
No, so
Bubba?
do I think I'm just gonna maybe just hold it like this. You know what I'm saying?
Clip it on.
Well, it's 16 minutes, Bubba. Yeah, so maybe like put something around it. Bungee cord, duct tape.
Some Gorilla Tape.
Gorilla tape, yeah.
Like, oh, I can't come to work. I burnt my penis off because I couldn't get the Gorilla
You
Tape
left
off.
the ultraviolet light IR on too long.
yeah, I got sunburned deal.
I mean, I literally got a red rocket. But I mean, like, Lummy, is this what you do?
Yes.
And what is
Supposedly those at the ultra red red rays are supposed to increase your blood flow to it.
Infrared.
I mean, right, Dr. Dan?
Yes, it sure does.
Oh, so I mean, Dr. Dan was excited when I showed him.
Are they really for the average consumer out there? Are they really? Oh, this is magnetic too. Did you know that, Lummy?
Yep.
no.
Sticks to itself.
Mine would bust
Really?
right through that.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Well, I'm just
It's
saying.
an
that doesn't seem-
infrared and red light device that has 38 diodes, half being 660 nanometers, half being 880. And it's used to promote healing and increase blood flow to the area being treated. Easily applied to the penis and made of flexible silicone that is easy to clean with a simple wipe down.
Ew.
Built with a rechargeable
Are you
battery.
supposed to finish on it?
You don't use rechargeable battery. Treatment times are 15 minutes and produce over 620 joules of energy to the treatment area.
Electrified. 600 large.
Dan, what is the advantage of treating my penis with 600 million Jews?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, joules. Joules.
It's a unit of work.
I'm a little bit about it. Here, I'm going to see if I can plug it in here into my USB and see if it works.
Looks like it has like a little adapter in case you're too big for it.
Oh, Dan's going to need the adapter.
Yeah.
Like a little extra.
Yeah, extra strap to go
Is that
around
what
it.
that extra strap is
Yeah.
for?
I got mine plugged in, but it does, and it shows that it's maybe it has to be. It shows that it's see the lights blinking there, but I can't get the lights around it, or maybe it needs to be.
You have to charge.
Yeah, a little more charged.
Oh, is that what it does?
Yeah.
Not ready to go right out of the box.
Let me see here. Okay, I got it wrapped. I wrapped it. Nope. See, I thought maybe wrapping it activates the battery. Or
Yeah, it says 2 to 4 hours.
Oh, okay. So
And it should last about 6 to 8 treatments between charges.
Just got to be fluff beforehand.
yeah, I don't think you can stick your wiener in there soft.
Well, you can. It's just not going to go very far.
I'd have to have a smaller adapter, for like the elevator button.
He says after 3 minutes, check the area, and if it's red, that you may
Too tight?
yeah,
Too
might need to
tight.
loosen it up, or your skin is light sensitive.
Oh,
No, but hold on.
Pretty dark.
Why are we lasering our penis?
That's what I was wondering. The underlying question.
Thank you, Jay.
You're right.
Improve the blood flow and health and rejuvenate.
Doesn't that what
Mental
Viagra does
health.
theoretically, Dan? Is increase your blood flow? Isn't that the whole thing?
Yeah, but the difference between Viagra and this is Viagra relaxes the smooth muscle. This is supposed to actually help things grow.
But how about our pumps? We do
The
our
pumps help stretch out the corpus spongiosum, cavernosum,
Say that 10 times.
make them bigger.
So hold on. the pumps stretch out our spasmus corporaceus.
Corpus spongiosum and cavernosum, the parts that make up the
cartilage.
Spongiosum and cavernosum.
Yeah, the parts that make the fill with blood when your penis is engorged.
I think I might feel. I mean, I just slip on my pump and hit the button, and if you're soft,
boink.
It really makes it. It takes. I mean, it only it really
seconds.
Just. And then I'm like, man, I wish I could stay this large all the time. I wish I could.
Oh, yeah, it's bright.
Oh, Lummy, did you get yours?
Yeah,
oh my God!
Bubba, if you hit the button, yours should just turn on. That's what Average Joe just said.
Maybe it's when you plug it in, it won't turn on while it's plugged in. Maybe if you unplug it, it'll fire up.
It says, try to avoid your testicles. Studies show heat may reduce sperm production in men.
That's true.
Well, they can't. I got a vasectomy. Oh, look at there! Look at that!
Wow! That is bright.
I got my. I want to. Can you put it to
different colors? No, it needs red. Do a strobe light.
Hey.
Party while he uses it.
My dad, Dana's like, you got LED lights in your room too, Daddy?
I wonder.
Your room's red for 15 minutes.
I mean, I wonder if it would increase blood flow to the vagina.
Sure would.
Really?
But it's hard to get on the inside of it.
Well, I know, but you could you could really just wrap it right on.
Yeah, you can wrap it around something,
rabbit?
or put it inside a little glass
Can
tube.
you have an IR rabbit?
Yeah.
Or I guess, Dan, you could wrap it like this.
You could fold it inside out and then put it inside of a glass tube and use the tube.
Hold on, look. Go like this, and then like this. Look.
Yeah. On the outside.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about on the inside where you really need the blood flow.
No, that's what I'm saying. Where you put this on the inside. See?
Right.
Bam,
like that. Okay, now I see it. Okay, I couldn't see what you were saying because the video was delayed. Now I can see it. Yeah, I see it now. I got it.
Look at that on
it.
So, Dr. Dan, should we use the pump first and then after the pump?
Oh yeah,
then the light?
Pump first. No, you got to use the pump so that you can get.
You got to stack them.
You're supersetting.
Superset.
That's what Macho does all the time at the gym.
Let's do it.
But Danny, here's the deal. You got to use the pump first so that. Because you can't put a little soft wiener schnitzel in there.
Well, it depends on how big of a soft wiener schnitzel.
What's that?
Dan, most of us guys in a relaxed position aren't as well endowed as you are. Yeah. Okay.
I wonder if though just sitting in here like calm will make things perk up a little bit. I wonder if that kind of blood flow is stimulating.
So you're saying like
I don't know. I'm curious.
While we're here, we might as well be infrareding our penises.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I would probably try to start it first without any pre-fluff.
No, why? Mine's so little.
Because maybe it'll fluff it too.
It'll be in like the first quarter of it.
But those little...
I got 4 lights.
He's got 6 of the 400 lights. Yeah, 17 joules.
What I'm saying...
I understand, Bubba, and that makes sense.
Okay,
the first time, yes.
You got to be solid in order to get to wrap it around.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't barely wrap it around. I couldn't wrap with mine being
Yeah, we'd get one light, Dr. Dan, really.
It's like I get those first 2 lights is all I get. Right?
I just got my iPhone light, put a little red filter on it.
Yeah.
All I get
just
are these.
Get the tip.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know about this.
Yeah. After a while, it's just going to become a ring.
I mean, but hold on though. They retail for $600.
I know. They really know they can get a dude for anything. That's all? $600? More than my car payment?
I mean, Pity would buy it if he had the money.
It's red.
I mean, Dr. Dan, you're going to try it, right? For medical
absolutely.
reasons?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very curious.
Dan's going to try it. I mean, Dan will be the first one to try it.
He's like Mike. He'll try anything.
I'll try it between cases.
Are you usually hard between cases?
All day long, man.
Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Bubba the Love.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Don't forget your penis wrap, Danny.
Don't forget the penis wrap.
Working out, Dr. Dan, between patients.
Yeah. Try to use it somehow. Indiscriminately.
Why
are your scrubs glowing red?
I'm working out.
What do you mean?
Whichever do you.
Oh, it hit me right in the eye.
Oh dear.
Shoot.
All right, guys. Have a wonderful day.
See you, Dr. Dan.
See you.
Hi, Dan.
See you. Walk out there. I got to pee real fast.
He's gotta make some urine. He's gotta make some
I'm lying.
Also, I'm trying to find me. Trying to find me. Please remind me if also
Should
Has he had any of that honey?
I don't know. I saw him opening that. Probably not, though. Does he have a spoon?
No, I'll get him one. I think he's either in the bathroom or talking to Dan.
I think he went to the bathroom.
Can we go? Let's see. Fine. Show me how low you wanna go.
That's right. He just both super steady though.
We are super set in. Morning, Celine Redneck.
K-Dub, K-Dub. $25. Thank you, K-Dub. K-Dub, K-Dub. No one's. They're back up. No, I did not send his mixes there. It's gotta probably be the all natural ones, right? All natural one.
Bitches.
He's missing out on this. Hello, Love Show. Hey, what's up?
Oh, who brought me a spoon?
Aw.
Somebody did.
Oh, I think it was Rat.
A little rat.
Aw.
I was just taking it right out of the bottle, hillbilly style, but I guess I could do
You
it
don't
like
have
that.
to do that anymore. Boo.
Oh,
Rat.
Oh, okay.
Ah! There's a bug.
Yep.
Tried to kill me. 3 weeks out of the month.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Tampa game is, or the Tarpons
Do you
game
wanna
is
hold on
June
it, or do you want me
30th,
just
I
to-
believe. I do declare.
Da-da-da.
Morning, guys.
Hi, after you say hi, Lummy, you have to say the word idiot. Hi, Lummy. Idiot. Buffoon.
In a country somewhere in the third world, the CIA is using this broadcast as torture to extract information about terrorists.
On your shoulders and legs, with Craig the Bulldog, your cardio, abs, calves.
He thinks Evan is doing his patriotic duty.
Oh, yeah, my pleasure, too.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Man, Brian was way over the top.
It's good.
Honey did help a little bit, I think.
Oh, good.
Lummy. Stupid.
Seen in court since his initial appearance in January.
Hold on here.
And Brian Koberger took to 4 universities.
This is the guy from Idaho that is alleged to have killed
The 4 kids.
was it
well,
three?
not kids, but young people.
Was it 3 or 4?
It was 4.
3 girls and a man.
Of Idaho students. Today was the first time the suspect was seen in court since his initial appearance in January.
Now, didn't they arrest him like he was halfway across the country?
He was going to Pennsylvania.
He was in
or something.
Pennsylvania at his parents' house.
Right.
With his dad in the car when they first pulled him over.
And how did they pinpoint it all on him?
It was the car he was driving, I think.
And the DNA that was
spotted.
left at the scene on the knife sheath, and they did genealogy to try to figure out who it was, and I believe they got some trash out of the parents' garbage can to confirm. I'm pretty sure that's the way it went down.
I know a lot of times I've seen various like crime investigations of stuff, and if they got somebody that they have
a family member within the line, right?
No. Like if they got somebody they think may have done something, but they don't have a DNA profile, they'll like follow them to a restaurant or something, and then after the bad guy like he drinks a Coke or something like that and throws his like they'll go get his straw and his Coke and things like that.
Yep, that's what they did. And they were following him, I believe, for a couple of days or surveilling him for a couple of days before they actually arrested him. So what was interesting is that the grand jury indicted him. So he is charged. He has very few rights now because the grand jury proceedings are confidential. And so he will be, I think, in all likelihood, found guilty. Based on the little information I know, it's very difficult to have possession of a knife and sheath with your DNA on it at the scene of a crime where your car's been tracked to have been there, dozens of times or a dozen times beforehand. And, if you look at the guy, I don't know, what do you think when you look at him? He looks like
a regular dude. He looks like, to me,
he's a criminology PhD student somewhere.
He looks like, out of all the bad guys that we've seen through the various shootings and various traumatic things that have happened most recently, he seems like just like the Brian Brian Laundrie?
Laundrie, yeah.
Like this guy seems.
But look at his eyes, where you see basically the pupils are all the way around. He's got that look that is really intense and kind of scary, doesn't he? Doesn't that?
I think anything is you could backfill a story on anybody.
I know. I'm just saying, when you look at who it is, to have one person capable of killing 3 girls and a man that was his size at one night.
Now,
it's remarkable.
Have they ever speculated what problem he had with them, or why did he target these people? Or
I think didn't he have a crush on one of the girls, or he had been following one of the girls for a while, and I think the other people were just collateral damage.
That was the allegation, but I don't know they've been able to prove it. That 2 of the girls worked at a very popular pub. I think 3 of them had open social media accounts with hundreds of followers, if not thousands, because that's the way kids roll. Bella's probably got a couple thousand people that follow her. And so when you're in a public Instagram or whatever, and you're doing these posts regularly, I think it says where you are and what you're doing. And so I think they're looking into whether there's a social media aspect to it. But I think you're right, Anna, that there was an aspect of coveting something that he was watching.
K-Dub, $23 on the Venmo.
I think he'd been tracking them for a while. Like he would see where they lived, and
right. They found his car and they were able to ping his cell phone.
That was the
stuff.
tip off. It was like some white. I don't know if it was a Lexus or something, but it kept showing up, and they just thought that was odd, and they found him.
Well, and obviously they were college girls, and documenting where they are, and we're like Anna, for instance, you'll be it's not uncommon for you to be like, hey, took a jog today, and here's my little route, and I
don't do that anymore, but yeah, when I was on Instagram, I would often post,
sure.
And one time, I'm not gonna say who it is because he's kind of a public figure, but I posted on Instagram where I was.
Okay, it's Anna, I'm Yippee-Yoing here.
And 9 minutes later, like this guy that was trying to hang out showed up by accident. And
was that when you went private?
No, it took me a while after that. I think he was harmless, but it freaked me out. He was probably like in the neighborhood, and I was kind of low key avoiding him. And then he just like quote ran into me, and I'm like, how do you just run into me at
That's creepy.
Some obscure bar that I'm at 9 minutes after I post this video?
See, girls gotta be.
Creepy.
I mean,
And then I had taken drugs that night, so I didn't quite know how to handle the situation. So I just hid behind this
Panic
enormous Mexican guy.
So I hid
named
behind a big
Alberto.
Mexican guy. I hid behind Alberto.
I just danced behind Alberto for a good 35 minutes, and I could see in my peripheral that the guy was here, and he was trying to run into me.
Did you tell Alberto?
No, I didn't want to, because if you start alerting people, then it becomes a scene.
Right.
So I just was like, I'm going to play dumb, which I'm actually pretty good at, by the way, but I knew exactly what was going on. So he tried to get me to go home with him because because I was like, oh, we're going to leave soon. And he's like, oh, well, we live close to each other, because I told him like around where I lived prior. And he's like, well, we'll just go home together. I'll just drop you off with my Uber that I'm about to pick up. And I was so like effed up on drugs, I couldn't think fast enough to think of an excuse as to why I couldn't go.
You didn't get in the car with him.
No. So I looked at my friend.
Oh my God.
I looked at my, God bless her. I looked at my friend Kelly, and I was just like I gave her some look, and she's like, she's coming with me. And I'm like, I'm going with Kelly. Like, I can't, she said I can't go. So I just said, Mommy told me I couldn't go. So
it's
he's
weird,
like, all right.
Bubba. Kids this age, and I don't mean her being a kid. Anyone using Snapchat, they have this thing called Snap Map, where everyone just allows their location to be known. When I was in college, the last thing I wanted anyone to know was where I was. I'd be in my apartment hiding when people knocking on my door because I didn't want to have a big party. I just wanted to have a small party.
Right.
I was right near the stadium. And so Trey literally would just sit there, and he just goes to Snap Map, and he just zoom in and knows where 400 people are. And I would never. And so parties blow up now by Snap Map. My friend had a party in Jacksonville. His kid, he was going to dinner. His kid was 17, senior. He says, Dad, can I have 12 people over? Sure, not a problem. So wife and he go to dinner, and a Snap Mat or 75 later, he comes home and said his house looked like the rural world Mexico. He said it was like spring break.
My dad would have absolutely beat me within an inch of my life.
So the mom freaked out with the little kid who was walking around going, they're drinking, Mommy. They're drinking, Mommy.
Oh, man.
My friend was like, it's 15 minutes till midnight. I'm letting them all leave till midnight. And so it was a big issue, but
kid get
thankfully,
in trouble?
Yeah, his kid got in trouble. No one got hurt. No one did anything, but it was, not the way you want a party to go down.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean, more importantly, I just don't want, like, if you and Candle came home to that, nothing to say that Trey wouldn't have some great people there, but I don't want that many people traipsing through my home.
Correct. And Trey said that he's been at these parties where that happens and the people are just trashing the house. And I'm like, you're not doing that, right? He's like, absolutely not, Dad. And I said, okay, don't ever do that. And he's like, that's why I wouldn't have a party here, because I like our house too much. People trash the
Not
house.
only that, but like, I mean, some people don't even allow you to, wear your shoes inside their house because they may have white carpet or, whatever. It's the owner's right to kind of have a you can wear your shoes or not policy. And if somebody has a home that you're visiting and they say, hey, you take off your shoes, you got to do what the homeowner wants you to.
Oh, they break into the liquor cabinet like when we were kids.
The kids
that's what happens.
They're
not like
taking their shoes off.
They're using the master bedroom and you know what I mean?
Is there anybody that has a shoe off policy?
You mean of our family? No.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know anyone that does.
Like
One of my friends in California does because it's near the beach.
Oh, growing up, I did for sure.
Yeah.
We did it Asian style. No shoes in the house.
My mom doesn't like you to. You can wear your shoes in the entry and in the kitchen, but when you go into the carpet area, she likes you to take her shoes off.
Yeah,
That's
my dad's
fair.
that
It
way.
keeps everything so much cleaner.
It does.
Tara too.
Really?
Tara has her yeah. If you're in her living room, I'm sorry. If you're in her foyer or her kitchen, which is all tile or whatever the hell it is, hardwood, you can have your shoes on. But if you go to the carpet area, you got to take them off.
That's like a Geico commercial. Are you becoming your parents? Hey, shoes off.
Yeah.
True.
What a good parking spot.
Now,
Texting in full sentences.
when you said that this guy was in front of a grand jury, what determines whether the state attorney files charges or a grand jury? Like, I've always wanted to ask you that. Like, what determines who files charges on you? When do they bring a grand jury in opposed to just the state attorney doing it?
I think it's a discretionary call of when to bring a grand jury in. But once a grand jury comes in, if they recommend charges, I believe the charges have to be brought.
Right. Is it to further insulate the district attorney perhaps by saying, hey, listen, this isn't my call. A grand jury made the call.
I think it's a way to show the community that this isn't just some rogue, district attorney who's trying to prosecute somebody, but that there is a basis of probable cause. And so it's interesting, as you know, that's also a one-sided presentation. There is no defense presentation.
See, I've been part of, the legal process. I've been part of voir dire. I've been part of depositions. I've been part of mock trials.
3 jury trials?
4.
I've
been part of.
That's right. What's your record?
4-0.
Right.
I've been part of mock trials. I've been part of being in the witness stand. I've been on every facet, pretty much.
Hearings. You've done it all.
I've been in judges' chambers with you.
Depositions.
I've been all that. But the one thing that and I thank my lucky stars, as I've never been called in front of a grand jury, and I heard that is, like, I think I'm all that in a bag of chips because I'm 4-0, but I heard that's a whole nother level of being scared. Like it like you're on an island. Are you allowed to have counsel?
If you're a juror?
No. If you get called in front of a grand jury.
Most of the time, no.
And
no.
I did something so bad, or they alleged that I did something so bad that they're like, Bubba Clem, you are scheduled to be, or you are hereby, to be in front of a grand jury in the 13th. So do you go to the courthouse?
Yeah, but it would be more like if you were a witness to somebody else. So, like, use like the Trump scenario. So, Rudy Giuliani, you're being called as a witness to the grand jury. Okay, well, I'm going to try to file papers. They file papers. The papers are rejected by the federal court, and then they ultimately say, well, you got to go testify. And so they go in, and they don't have a lawyer. And
they're not allowed a lawyer?
No.
So hold on.
If
they called me in front of a grand jury, I cannot say I'm bringing my lawyer?
Nope. In all likelihood, I'd be shown the door.
Okay. So then I'm in there all by myself.
Yep.
Now, at that point, can I say, do I have to answer their questions?
You could assert the Fifth Amendment.
You can.
Or you answer the questions, or you could be subject to a penalty of whatever the judge says for a violation of trying to, provide honest testimony.
All right. So let's say that I'm Bubba Giuliani.
Yep.
And they have me in front of a grand jury. And they're going, Mr. Bubba Giuliani, did you witness President Trump do A, B, C, and D?
I say nope.
And I go, I'd like to assert my Fifth Amendment right.
Yep.
Okay. And then they ask me another question.
Yep.
Mr. Clem,
Is today
Giuliani,
Tuesday?
Is today Tuesday? Yes, it is.
Okay.
The best of my knowledge, it is.
And didn't you intend to, overturn an election? No.
I assert my Fifth Amendment right.
Yep. So under that scenario, he protects himself and he protects the target of the grand jury investigation.
I got 5 on it.
So like in this one, Brian Kohberger never went to it. And it was the prosecutor presenting evidence to this grand jury, probably 12 people, that said, we have probable cause and a reasonable basis to charge this guy with first-degree murder. And based upon the one-sided presentation, the grand jury said, yep. And so that's why when there's no arraignment, you just bring him in. Not guilty.
And
okay,
Brian
you're going.
Kohberger chose to stand silent. CBS's Lilia Luciano explains what that means and why the judge was forced to enter a not guilty plea for the PhD student.
All right.
Supposed to speak.
Wearing an orange jumpsuit, 28-year-old Brian Koberger returned to the Latah County Courthouse in Moscow.
Now he's got counsel.
Idaho, briefly smiling
That's because
at
he's
his
the
attorney.
defendant. And this is the actual hearing after the grand jury. This is when he's in a arraignment for him.
This is his first appearance in front of the judge.
Yes.
After the grand jury has already rendered a guilty plea.
Not a guilty. No. They've rendered a decision of probable cause to charge him, and so that he's now being charged. And this is the arraignment.
Okay,
or do you
cool.
plead guilty or not guilty?
So the grand jury said charge him, and now the judge is going to charge him.
Correct.
Okay. As the judge read the charges against him, 4 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of felony burglary.
Do you understand the charge in count 2, murder in the first degree? Yes. Do you understand the maximum penalty? Yes.
When asked to enter
Do you have to answer those questions?
Yes.
a plea, his attorney declined, saying Koberger was standing silent. The judge entered not guilty pleas on the defendant's behalf. The suspect is accused of fatally stabbing 4 University of Idaho students, Madison Mogan, Kaylee Gonsalves, Xana Kernodle.
Oh, very beautiful.
It's almost like tragic, and they're all seniors.
Which one did he have the hots for?
Not sure yet.
I think it was one of the 2 first girls.
The ones sleeping in bed together, right?
Either Madison or Kaylee.
Right. Nice.
They're all getting ready to graduate.
Gonsalves, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin.
Poor things.
Ethan was a
As
triplet.
they slept in an off-campus house last November. Weeks after an intensive search, Koberger was arrested at his parents' home in Albrightsville, Pennsylvania in December. He had been a PhD student studying criminology at nearby Washington State University. In the courtroom today, family members of the victims cried.
What is it like to see him walk in?
There's no real words for it. You know, as a dad, you want to just do it yourself, take care of it. But you can't. You know, the whole world deserves the process.
Kaylee Gonsalves' father, Steve, says it's hard to be patient as the proceedings drag on and transparency lags.
What is your biggest question, and what do you want to see from this?
When do we stop with hiding all these things? I mean, let's get the process going. I mean, there's nothing more painful to the family than just to sit around doing nothing. You know, that's not justice.
This trial is now set to begin on October 2nd and expected to last.
October 2nd.
Bubba,
which
that
is
picture was
still-
taken that day.
You like that chick.
Within
too.
24 hours of them being murdered, that's the picture. Literally. That's who they killed. He killed.
Man.
I mean, can you imagine? You put all that time, love, and effort into your child. They're graduating from college. One's in love. The other 2 are best friends. I mean, it's like literally it's one of the most tragic things
and they're cute.
ever.
And they're cute.
I
Makes
want to
it
know
more-
why.
makes it more
Don't you,
tragic.
Anna? I want to
Yeah.
know why. Was it an obsession? Was it? Was he just a homicidal, maniac who's like a Ted Bundy, and
Well, I
they're
think-
going to peel the onion back and find more? I mean, it's
People
so
want to know
odd.
motive.
This trial is now set to begin on October 2nd and expected to last at least a month. Starting today, prosecutors have 60 days to file for the death penalty, and we have heard nothing from police or
this is
They have
death
to.
penalty. They got to. They have to.
prosecutors so far about a possible motive. Nora? Lily?
I mean, we know nothing. Like, we don't know anything with regards to motive or
And this is a sleepy little college town. Taylor, who works at my office, moved from Idaho. And she said it's like the funnest college place to go to, and that this is such a shock to that little community that this doesn't happen there.
like things like this. I mean,
No,
yeah,
it doesn't.
I mean,
it's not like that Arizona case, which is so tragic, the Haley thing. That stuff happens all the time in Florida, Arizona, California, Texas, New York, Chicago. This kind of stuff does not happen in Idaho.
Look at that, Lemmy. Fastest growing sport.
Yeah,
buddy.
pickleball.
Pickleball.
Yes, sir.
Everyone was hating on you.
Everybody was hating on
Except
me.
for me, Bubba, and Dr. Dan.
Was Dr. Dan hating on me?
No. That's what I'm saying. He said he's played it before and liked it.
He probably would be pretty good at it. He's pretty athletic.
Yeah.
And our good friend Gail Guayardo did a little thing on it. God, she looks good. I think she's one of Dan's patients too. I mean, I think I can say that, not get in trouble. But she looks great.
She's a sweet person.
She's so sweet, and she's so hot too. God.
I let them park in my parking lot to pick their kids up at the school next to me. No one else can.
But she can,
I
can't
have
she?
signs that say Diaco Law parking only unless you're Gil Guayardo.
Bubba the Love Sponge. Bubba the Love Sponge. And before we got Bubba the Love Sponge. The Bubba the Love Sponge show returns after these words.
Her daughter's one of Bella's best friends.
Yeah. Steve told me that.
She's cool.
Very pretty. How old is Gail? Like 50 something?
I think she's our age. I think she's got to be early 50s, maybe late 40s. Is she
No,
younger than us?
She's like 53.
I'm 50. Yeah, I think she's exactly my age. Thank you for the happy birthday, by the way.
There is no doubt.
I appreciate it.
The new
Yeah.
jam. The hybrid of badminton, ping pong, and tennis is to bloom.
Morning Night Rider. Gary Cantrell. What up, everybody?
Hi, Biggie.
Group of Lips. I wonder how much detail they're going to give us on that trial. I think it's going to be one of like the OJ. We're going to know every detail.
Oh, I think so too.
Oh, they're gonna break it down.
Mernon. What's up, Steve, the grumpy old man? Little Wilbur's afterbirth. Bama boy, Mernon. Trey is talking seriously about Alabama. If he goes out there and I have to go out for, not have to, if I go out there for a school viewing, we may have to hang out for a beer.
Bama boy now lives in Ocala.
Who?
Bama boy.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, 352.
Oh, okay.
I think he said he moved. Oh, pretty sure. You ready for the ball?
How you doing, Maria Guatemala? Yeah, I mean, as much as I hate watching them win all the time, I surely would like it if Trey went there. I'd be roll tide. Woohoo! He's super good at pickleball.
Is he?
Oh, yeah. Sicilian redneck, what up? He's good at anything hand-eye coordination. Any board game, darts, pool, bowling. He's just good at that shit. Okay. I didn't know that, Bama boy. What's up, Heather Spin Instructor? My dad's best friend's daughter went there, and Bill Weinberg absolutely loves it. He's been a Bama boy ever since. What up, Snizook Slayer? Thuggish Ruggish Nerd? I don't know whether I can help with your landlord trying to jack your security deposit. I don't really do a lot of that stuff, to be honest with you. Ryan Williams Lovejoy, welcome back to the party. Holy Hope Joe, what up? Thank you for that.
Running on his chip.
Gail Gallardo. I really like the TVs in the back.
Oh yeah, they're trippy.
Like Bubba's old paintings.
Yeah.
Like how he like drip paint.
Yeah.
Critters.
Thanks, Scuba Steve. Scuba Steve.
We touted us, Jay.
Say again?
We touted, it's on tape. If a non-Florida resident gets injured in Tampa, can your firm represent them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. SOS firm. That's for Mel. 100%.
That's for Mel.
Mommy is dumb. Mommy is dumb. Well, I think I just got a PayPal.
Oh, nice.
On standby.
Oh, God. Did you eat all this acid?
Confusion and disorientation are just some of the side effects.
You better pray to God there's some authorities in that bag. Otherwise, you're in bad fucking trouble.
This is the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Lummy, last minute John Costica.
Oh, nice.
$50 on the PayPal. Thank you so much. Susan Poitras kicked it off with 100 this morning.
She truly is the best.
PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. All the way you can contribute to the show. You can also go to our Amazon landing page and either buy stuff that we like and we use, from Anna's hair products to my poop pills. We're going to have all of our stuff on there eventually. Or if you just use it as the page that you go to your regular Amazon and do other shopping, I think we get a little fig on the deal, do we not?
Sure do. All the clicks help.
Amazon.thebubbaarmy.com?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
There is no doubt pickleball
Lummy, you and I need to go play pickleball against each other. You'll probably win.
is the new jam. The hybrid of badminton, ping pong, and tennis
Jay,
is billed as
have
the
you played it yet?
fastest-growing
Have you played it yet, Jay?
I don't play it. Pitty does. He's really good at it.
sport, and the perfect fit for our Weekend Warrior edition here on Bloom. So I decided to give it a try.
For 52 or 53 years old.
She's stunning.
She's
beautiful.
Absolutely stunning.
She's one of those women that's gotten more beautiful with age.
She's so beautiful.
I like your dress.
God.
Like, do you think she was more attractive now as a 53-year-old
No.
or like as a 33-year-old?
I think she's hotter now.
I do too.
I think she's just really starting to come into it.
I think, yeah. And she's such a lovely, maybe it's because I know her well and she's such a lovely person.
Yeah,
I want to play too.
That has a lot to do with it, Jay, is that we know her personality, which makes
Right?
her like,
If
that
she
much
was an
prettier.
a-hole, we'd be like, whatever.
Yeah. Anna, you would kill on this
I
sport.
probably would,
You
because I'm super
You probably
athletic.
would.
Say it, cuzzo.
No, because you can move around pretty good.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
still have to actually know how to hit a ball, though.
Shut the hell
First
up.
things first, you
Yeah.
have your work cut out for you. I've never
Them
done
legs.
this before. I'm a little bit scared.
No worries.
You'll be fine.
Okay, so today
'cause
we're
you're
going to go
hot.
over some of the basics, right? We'll see how you do, all right?
Okay,
Does
I'm
this not
pretty
look like
excited
an
about
old
that.
video?
So
It looks like a
this has been
10-year-old
craze for
video.
a
Yeah.
while, but it's really picking up steam. Why do you think that is?
You know, I think it's because over the last couple years, it's really turned to a younger demographic as well as the older one. We have a lot of high school players, a lot of college players coming out. Instead of going out for a night out for drinks, they might come to the pickleball court. So couple, 2-3 lessons, and you're good to go.
The court's a lot smaller than a tennis court. So what makes
Yes, ma'am.
pickleball different than tennis?
So it's a much scaled down version of tennis. So I would say it's in between volleyball, tennis, kind of racquetball. The goal in pickleball is to get your way up to the net, right? So you can cut the angles off and try to close the point out. So it's a bit faster of a sport, but of course the court is a lot smaller.
But you have to stay out of the kitchen. See how that guy was standing on the edge?
No,
Bubba?
it might be an
You
advantage.
got to stay out of the kitchen.
That's what they call it. Stay out of
Yeah.
the kitchen.
Oh,
You
yeah,
got-
Bubba's told us.
Yeah, I've told him.
See you.
Okay.
Right?
All
Because
we'll
you might
see.
be able to hit a couple shots some of the opponents can't hit. You know?
Lummy, what are you staying out of?
The kitchen?
Yeah, exactly. Same thing Ashley tells you.
No, but we'll see.
And you're going to have to teach me as we go.
We'll go through it.
All
Yeah.
right.
Has she ever told you to get your ass out of the kitchen?
No.
Like when she's baking
Probably
or
get in
cooking
it.
and you're
Oh,
in
then
there.
yes,
Get your
yeah.
ass out of the
Yeah,
kitchen.
All right, we're on the court, so give me the basics.
All right, Gail. So we're going to go over the forehand technique.
look at her
okay.
legs.
So to start,
That's
we're
what
going to
I'm
work with it's
She
called
got
a
some stamps.
continental grip. All right. So the V in between your thumb and your index finger should be just in between.
All right, we don't need to know all
That
that.
double
Let's just
right
get
there,
to where
okay.
they're playing here. Let's get to
Yeah.
Let's try it out.
All right, let's do
I didn't know it was like
All
a
right, rack
wiffle
it
ball.
up or paddle up.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's a wiffle ball. Yeah.
You smash it and it doesn't go very far.
Nice shot.
Oh, I stepped in the kitchen, though.
That's okay.
I
Exactly.
keep stepping in
Step
the
in the
kitchen.
Exactly.
Don't
So now
step
you know
in
that
the
stuff.
kitchen, Gail.
Okay.
It's
We're
the
going to try
opposite
and
of
stay
what
out of
Blitz
it.
tells
But we're
me.
going to keep our body
Get
weight
the kitchen.
over the line. Here we go.
Okay.
There's in the
Paddle up.
kitchen.
Do you have to let it bounce?
Yeah.
It's in the kitchen. Get out of the
But
kitchen.
here's the deal.
Gotta
On
let
the-
it bounce.
On the serve, you have to let it bounce, and then the person that served it, their first hit has to bounce.
Oh, but after that, it's
after
Really?
after that, then there's no more
It's
bouncing.
all volleys.
Or you, but
You can let it bounce.
You can.
But you don't have to let it bounce.
So,
But he said the real good people hit
Word
you
up.
with the ball.
so here's how it go, Anna. If I was serving you, okay,
You just got served.
I'm serving you, okay?
Oh, okay.
Boom. I
I
hit
got served.
I hit the ball. It bounces in this little square. That's your first bounce.
Yeah.
Now when you hit it back to me, I have to let that one bounce.
Right.
So I let it bounce and I hit it. Now at that point, bouncing is optional
Got
or
it.
not. But if it does bounce, it can only bounce once.
Right.
Or you can smash it right out of the sky. Which is what you kind of want to
yeah.
do. You kind of want to start
I want
working
to
to the net.
play because I have a cute outfit. That would go really
Because
well.
you
with
can't,
this.
you can't volley in the kitchen. You got to let it bounce in the kitchen, and then you can hit it.
Oh.
She says, I want to play because I have a cute outfit.
Yeah, I have like one of those squirt deals.
Well, maybe next week let's play.
You know what a
Okay,
sport
then we
is?
go
It's like
for
a sport.
brunch.
It's like a sport, but close.
We're not going for brunch.
Come
afterwards.
on.
No.
You love food.
You're always trying to get free food
She
out
wants
of
to
me.
do mimosas and
I
pickleball.
love mimosas.
We'll do an after show. Let's call it 1025. It'll be on Facebook and YouTube exclusively, and also BubbaArmyRadio.com.
Don't forget your honey.
I got it. I've been taking it.
And your
Thank you so
spoon.
much. And then Jay, I'll see you today at noon. Okay?
You see? Yes, I will.
Perfect.
See you
Thank
later.
you. We'll
Bye.
see you over at Facebook and YouTube.
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
Me, Bubba the Love Sponge.
Co-host and show historian Lummox.
Co-host Anna Hummel.
Co-host Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire of Council.
Co-host J. Diaco Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council.
Rhett, the filthy ginger video editor.
Yeah, back here wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
And for everything else, go to thebubbaarmy.com.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I'll repeat hello.